Welcome to heaven. WHAAT. Am I dead? The report says. You faced a deadly green projectile without fear. Heavenly report. Oh. That is so. Heavenly. Well. Yeah, it was nothing. That's strange. Huh. Is that supposed to be here? Spit it out. What did you eat? Wait. Got you. Who was that? Were you flirting? I was just being polite with the angel. An angel. I will kill you. I'm learning new things about myself. Love the energy. Everyone is learning something new about themselves and everyone is accepting who they are. Stay hard. Dear Santa. I swear I've been a good boy this year. Nordics are so happy that they also have some of the highest suicide rates in Europe. The sad ones die, the happy ones survive. Survival of the happiest. The problem is we start our day on cell phones, not on our knees. I'm not sucking dick first thing in the morning. Americans are great at solving Rubik's because they have history of separating colors. What do people that don't swear even say during sex? I just make Mickey Mouse noises and impressions. I wish the average penis size is 4mm. Granted, yours is now so minuscule it brings down the world's average to 4mm. I did the math, hopefully it was correct. Now his size is around -472 billion millimeters. Yup, that's a vagina. It's more an antipene stretching through your ass all the way from here to Mars. Antipene. Hey, thanks. I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm a guy trying to find straight dudes to suck and swallow their kids. You down? Why are you using a woman's photos? To get the attention. And you don't think anyone would be mad when they find out that's not you? And I'm pretty sure a straight dude wouldn't want that. I understand. Would you let me if I paid you? I would have asked how much though. Electricity kind of high. Try voice command open butthole on your Tesla. WTF, it just fingered my ass. What is your record number of nuts in a day? My PR is 21. -6. Bro slurped up his sperm back up the urethra. What would be the most painful way to die? Getting all your skin peeled off and getting rolled in sand. Then left in the desert with no water. Waiting for the buzzards. Replace sand with salt. Why not both? And instead of no water, add lemon water rain. Then bake at 350 degrees for 15 minutes. Garnish with a sprig of parsley. She needed some papers, so I married her. Ain't have to put my business out there like that. Shut up and make me a bologna sandwich. What do we want more than anything right now? A baby. A baby. A baby. This guy doesn't have friends, because if he did, they would not let him do this shit. The power to talk to animals. You gotta fuck them though. Where's the downside? A woman makes $80,000 selling nudes on OnlyFans to pay for cancer treatment. What would men with cancer do? Not safe for work. Which fictional character would you totally bang? Your girlfriend. She shows up for blind date. What do you do? Put candy in her bag. Racism is bad. -887. That's a great technique. One time a customer in Starbucks asked me to help him text this girl he really liked so he could ask her out. He asked if I wanted to see a photo of her, and I said yes, obviously, and he turned the phone round and the camera was facing me. Honestly, best work I've ever seen. If someone did that to me, I'd be like, you opened camera, not photos. Open the right app, so I can see what she looks like. Oh sorry, proceeds to open his gallery app that is full of stalker photos of you at your home. Did you know you talk in your sleep? You also smell different when you're awake. Mr. Clean understands that your family is long dead and is here to help. And he sure did. I never would have cleaned up all that blood without him. Who's an over 60 celebrity you would be thrilled to have sexual relations with? Queen Elizabeth. Confidently believe. I confidently believe the 68 million people in the UK would outdrink the 330 million Americans comfortably in a nationwide head-to-head. Comparing our rates of fetal alcohol syndrome, I'd say the UK should opt for a tea drinking contest instead. We go hard in the colonies. How many dead prostitutes does it take to change a light bulb? Well, apparently not 5, because my basement is still dark. I like telling this joke to someone and then a few days later tell it to someone else in front of the first person, but use a higher number. Is it okay for your man to grab your butt in public? He can pull my pants down and eat my ass on aisle 3 in Walmart. What is the best response to I don't date short guys? Bite her knees. My spine before and after spinal fusion. They fucked you up real bad. Forbidden sushi. Pokemon fans want Eevee to be real so they can fuck it. I want Eevee to be real for the fur trade. We are not the same. My mom, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Me after accidentally sleeping loose. Please tell me, what is that thing? Is it a real animal? Yes. That is real. And stop calling them animals just because they are of a different skin color. That's racist and dehumanizing. And the other one is a wolf eel. Now she's sleeping with her eyes open. When your man choking you and you low-key like it, but then he whisper I've dealt with your shit for too long. What's the difference between choking fetish and necrophilia? About 15 seconds. I love how Pikachu is so happy. He has the power to literally kill everyone in the hot spring. Okay fine, I cheated on my wife, let's fucking go. What's the difference between a child and a hooker? I don't know. Wow, you sick freak. What? Damn, you all fucking suck. I was part of a suicide prevention support group when the year began, and yesterday we lost another member. There was 18 of us, and now there's only 5 remaining. This tweet has been deleted. Is y'all's high school crush still fine? Hell no, she went from elegant to elephant. Hell no, last time I saw her she was obese and had 3 kids, which was really sad to see because she used to have 5 kids. Did she eat 2 of them? Desrecibord using only TF2 weapon names. Don't say babyface blaster. Don't say babyface blaster. Don't say babyface blaster. My driving instructor, when I tell him that I have over 1,000 hours on Memellion. Let me out. Let me out. What's the absolute worst thing you can say to a pregnant woman? So, purebred or? I mean, he's not wrong. She donated 30 inches of her hair to make wigs for children with cancer. Now some poor kid has to be a ginger on top of having cancer. There are 2 kinds of people. Who uses a shoehorn to finger a girl? How else am I supposed to get my foot in her? The worst thing about owls is the way they can maintain eye contact when you put them in a microwave. Well, orphans don't. When you go to the restaurant with your mom and there's a discount for couples. Been there. My horny ass cannot be a Pokemon trainer. What does this mean? What do you mean by this? They'd make a great Pokemon breeder though. What is the most annoying thing about having a penis? Showing a presentation in front of the class while having an erection. Bro, we couldn't afford laser pointers at my school. We just had to make do with what we had. How the fuck is Stuart Little 2 feet 3 and everyone thinks he's cute and smart, but I'm 4 feet 8 and suddenly I'm too pathetic to get into parties? What the fuck? Stuart Little had a 14-inch cock. It has come to my attention that some of you don't know my English teacher in high school was my own father. On the first day of classes he said, "I want you all to know I'm only sleeping with one of your mothers. This is my villain origin story." Imagine dying in a slaughterhouse just to be fisted by Jesus and Peter Griffin. Do a swim. Blub blub. Useless fact. Sharks have 2 penises. Don't give hentai artists such unholy ideas. They know. I laughed so hard my wife thought I was dying on the couch. You forgot your schizophrenia pills again, David. Yeah, David, the crash was 3 years ago. It wasn't your fault. Just take the pills and let it go. Bubble butt, bubble, bubble, bubble butt. Oh no, I'm being crimed. Please help me, Spider-Man. Texas just introduced a bill that will create bounty hunters for drag queens and trans people. They will pay an individual $5,000 to go find and press charges against drag queens and trans people who perform in public spaces. 1/3. The wording of this bill really only specifies that if you are dressed in clothing or otherwise exhibiting a gender that differs from the gender recorded at birth and do something that could be offensive by community standards of decency. 2/3. I'm going to be making mad bank. What would be the best comeback after a girl tells you that you have a small dick? It still grants me bigger paycheck. I wank horses for a living. For a couple million I'd suck it off and spit it in the jug. Bro, this comment is insane. It's a couple millions though. Bro, money and breakfast. Sign me up. Gummy bear, no, a Rambo amulet from 3,500 years ago. That dildo has a nice face. Considering how many fingers there are in the world, 80 billion, and how many sharp objects exist, it's surprising there aren't more severed fingers casually found at random. It's because I'm eating them all. Ultimately, science always comes down to licking things. Gynecologists. Man hospitalized after putting 15 boiled eggs up his anus. So, his limit is 14. Not limit. Personal best. Nothing is scarier than Disney World in the 1940s. Maybe Germany in the 1940s. You wake up as a 40-year-old person and you have a wife/husband and 3 kids. What do you say? I'm just going to get some milk. Hold up. I need smokes. I'm coming with. Hol up. I'm coming with 2. No reasons, just leaving. My baby brother is sleeping in my arms. I'm so happy and comforted, I don't know. Consume him. For real, they are literally holding thousands of proteins. What? It's hard for the first few times, but you'll get used to it. Blurst firebending. He's gonna struggle getting that thing down to the balls. Whatever happens to Emmas? Where did they go? If your social group is defined by a suicidal nature, don't expect it to last a long time. Krishna Butterball is a massive 250-ton and 20 feet high rock boulder on a slippery slope of a hill on less than 4 feet base. Didn't roll downhill and is in this position for more than 2,000 years. Perfectly acceptable to sleep under. I sleep better knowing I may not have to wake up the next day. But they'll allow China to do stuff like this? Nope, no pass from me, fam. Why'd they censor his face? There's more. China is wrong for this. Ohio forever. What random game simulator would you love to see made? Surgeon Simulator. Goat Simulator. Parents Loving Me Simulator. Imagine beating your meat to a computer-generated imagery elephant. My tissue box is already #Dumbo. Do you know why I pulled you over? Yes ma'am. Clears throat 55 accounts of arson, 350 of engaging in police chase, 100 accounts of fraud, 15 accounts of identity theft, 150 accounts of grand theft, 400 accounts of vandalism, 50 accounts of impersonation, 1500 accounts of treason, 15 accounts of forgery, 10 accounts of extortion. I'ma make a poem. Bed was his love, bed was his life. When I lose in bed was I like to beat my wife. Rug carved into oak floor by Selva Aparicio. I'm in love. Okay, but what if my dog pissed on this, then what? I'd start with grabbing paper towels or something, I don't know. Good thing it's not on the carpet or that could have been a problem. Do you know how open unsealed wood works? It would immediately soak in and stay there. Oh yeah, would it? Big piss guy, huh? You know how piss reacts on any surface, you said? My GF forgiving me after I caught her with another dude. If you were to pick one of these three to be your girlfriend, who would it be? Haley, because she a ride or die type. But if she's not willing to ride, you're going to die. True, but it might be worth it if I can get sniff of her panties. Day 1209 of not using sin, cos or tan. I mean, you probably had sex ed in school, yet here we are. I've been microwaving my underwear to warm them up for nearly 3 years and now I think I have testicular cancer. Advice. Title basically says it all. I have bumps all over my balls and I'm afraid it's cancer because I microwave my underwear. Background. I've been putting my wet underwear in the microwave instead of the dryer because of a few reasons. I like warm underwear. And it dries quicker. And yes, this is the same microwave my family eats from. I have no shame. Thought daughter or gay son? Either way I'm getting head. All atheists will cry out to God under extreme crisis. Suddenly, God will be real. All Christians will run to the doctor with or without extreme circumstances. Suddenly God will not exist. My sink is broken. Can you fix it? I'm a communist plumber. I need to own your sink before I can work on it. He is still gonna have sex with her though, right? In high school I was having sex with my girlfriend at her parents' house while they were at work. We hadn't quite got to the climax per se, but we were naked on the bed. Boom. Her mom comes through the door obviously sad, sees us, and walks to her room and starts crying. Turns out her grandpa had just died, and her mom came home to break the news. I could only just leave. Your grandpa died. So did my boner. Thanks, Janet. Enjoy the little things. Thirsty. Drink water. Feels good. What else feels like this? Tired. Sit. That's always good. Bored. Spread hate and misinformation. Feels good. Stop marrying your cousins. Cousin marriages help in maintaining family bonding. Siblings who promise to stay united and support each other gets further divided after marrying a woman from outside. The wife supports her maternal family in front of her children. What's the worst lie you were told as a kid? My mom would always tell me I was the easiest physical birth out of all of the kids. I felt proud until at the age of 18 I was told I was adopted. Slamming molten iron with a shovel. Forbidden golden shower. Zoo temporarily closed after My Hero Academia fan attempts to mate with frog. Every day, we stray further from God. That's why we have to kill the frog at biology class. Bro. How come your flare is Chinese and you're using Reddit? I'm typing this from a concentration camp as we speak. I've hid my phone in between my cheeks for 3 months now. Just 30,000 more social credit points and I'll be out of this hellhole. Okay, mate. Have a good day. Django Unchained, Leonardo DiCaprio, every N-word he said. Leo, love the enthusiasm, but please stick to the script. If you were offered $50 million to take a pill that kills you when you turn 70 years old, would you take it? Why not? I would literally take a pill that kills me in 72 hours for a donut. Why is sex like math? You add a bed, subtract the clothes, divide the legs, and pray they're no multiplying. For me, sex is like math, because I'm no good at either, and always end up having to use my fingers. I died. That's necrophilia then. Opinion on India? India is the second racist country. I hate it. First actually. India number 1. Speech announces she's pregnant. We are pregnant. Baby coming April 2024. This is her tier 3 subscribers 911. Very excited to see her breasts get bigger and filled with delicious milk. We've seen influencer bath water. Can you imagine influencer breast milk? That shit would be more expensive than gold. What's your favorite fact that doesn't sound true but actually is? A tumor is able to grow teeth and eyes. Where did little Jimmy go after getting lost in a minefield? Everywhere. That's really dark, mate. Yeah, but it got really bright for half a second. Me when I'm put under anesthesia, but I can still feel the surgery. Oh god, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. I'm going into surgery in a few hours, and did not need to read this today, thanks. I hope your anesthesia fails. Absolute menace. Actually, I hope it works so well they don't wake up. Guys that pay for OnlyFans, why? To fund my ex-girlfriend's drug habit. It's my subtle revenge. He's about to get eaten alive or have the time of his life. They don't cannibalize white people. They think our meat is rotten. Actual white privilege. Nope. Don't like that. MIT scientists created a psychopath AI by feeding it violent content from Reddit. Why? Just why? Have they not? What happens when the robot starts having sex with women to avoid being labeled a redditor? What's the hottest sexual experience you've ever had? 69 on her period with a heavy chunky flow. Like chunky spaghetti sauce. Got it in my mouth, came in her mouth, then we made out and swapped and swallowed. I've got chunks in my mouth too after reading that. Nothing is scarier than Disney World in the 1940s. Maybe Germany in the 1940s. If penises were the sexual organs that self-lubed, what would change? Guys would say, I'm so wet right now. Was just thinking last night that I'm probably one of the top 100 most sexually depraved people in the world because I masturbate with sandpaper and drink my blood related sister's pee out of the toilet, but after seeing this post I have faith that I might not be. These best friends got the same haircut to trick their teacher so she wouldn't be able to tell them apart. Guess who about to guess correctly? US police. I can turn into any animal. Your roommate is a zoophile. WTF. 2 slices of pizza are the equivalent to swallowing 3 spoons of warm oil. Do you feel like eating pizza now? I've swallowed worse warm fluids. Hotel staff of Reddit, what's the most NSFW moment you witnessed at your hotel? I work overnights in a relatively small hotel, and at least 6/7 stays a week, I hear people fucking loud as hell in their rooms. Half the rooms have a balcony that overlooks the lobby, and those doors aren't soundproof at all. We had a man sleepwalk out of his room to the lobby, buckus nude. We had a woman show up in the lobby in her underwear, her boyfriend choked her out, and stole her wallet with the room keys. And before I started here, there was a massive wedding that took place, and later that night, the groom killed his bride and himself in their room. Casual sex implies the existence of ranked competitive sex. Oh no bro, I'm getting 2v1 apostrophe D. Quickly. Hand me my blow dryer. I wish someone would do this for me. Feminism is just a long con by the patriarchy to allow men to take their final form as stay-at-home gamers by convincing women that taking on more responsibility is empowering and liberating. She knows too much. I fully agree, ladies. Fight the patriarchy. Get back in the kitchen. Girl breastfeeded the whole world, but feeding her own son artificial milk. Bro didn't pay enough for the subscription. Your Reddit username is how you died. How did you die? I believe it's in the title somewhere. What do people that don't swear even say during sex? I just make Mickey Mouse noises and impressions. This picture speaks 1,000 words. Abortigan. Moms should get a fast pass to the front of the line at coffee shops. Honey, you're 22 and slept 10 hours last night. Get to the back of the line. Imagine thinking that you deserve special treatment for getting cream peed laughing my ass off. Is it a red flag if the guy I'm seeing has punched multiple holes in his bedroom walls? I mean, aside from the obvious anger issues, he's lacking in home repair skills and finances. Right. What kind of wife beater lets a draft into his house? Never tuck your shirt in again. Business on the top, baby on the. You shit your pants? I shit my shirt. We are not the same. This kid had lost his dad in the crowd and freaked out until he saw the Flash and Wonder Woman. He went up to the Flash to ask for help because he knows him. Then they pointed and laughed at him, pushed him to the ground to take turns farting on his head. Kid later died from severe pinky shaking my head. Never forget. I got a girl pregnant in high school, so I told my parents I was getting bullied and we moved. Inseminate and relocate. Release the white and leave the site. Hit the seed and then proceed. Release the load then hit the road. Release the goo then yabadabadoo. Put the genetic information and leave the nation. Nut in the cooter, escape on the scooter. Halloween 2019. My Superman is Supergirl. You didn't think this couple's costume completely through because Supergirl is Superman's cousin. Bring back the dodo bird. I agree they'd make a fine addition to the Kentucky Fried Chicken menu. What killed your feelings for someone you were madly in love with? She gave me an ultimatum before moving in with me. Either my cat goes or she goes. It wasn't that she was allergic to cats, she just intensely disliked them. So, my cat stayed and she left. You, sir, chose the right pussy. The janitor trying to stop me from taking a shit in the school sink. My husband just walked in, told the dog how cute he is and how much he loves him. Held his face in his hands, stared into his eyes, and gave him 4 head kisses. Then left the room. I'm sitting right next to the dog. Have you tried being really happy and excited to see him, jumping up and down and wagging your tail? That shit works. I basically do this in human form anytime my wife comes home, and she adores it. It works. I fuck her leg when she walks in. Nothing like coming home to the lipstick out. It's likely that at least one person's Tinder date never showed up because they died first, but the person just thinks they got ghosted. Or how many times has someone died immediately after a date, but the other person thinks they're not texting back because their date didn't like them? Do astronauts masturbate? I mean, some of them are up in space for up to 6 months. Surely they have some way to relieve tension. How would it work in zero gravity? What would they use? Imagine not jacking off for months, then on your last day you save it all up, and when you finally bust, the force is enough to propel you backwards laughing out loud. Transsexuals, unzips penis. My cancer research just won an award. Suicide by sniper, rest in peace. Hide. I love family yes. Add the word sexually at the end of a sentence. Let's see how weird this gets. I'm hungry sexually. What would you like to eat sexually? You. How tall are you? In American. About 45.56 x 45mm cartridges. Tell us a secret and we won't judge you. By all means, continue. I pissed in a bottle and forgot about it for 2 years. Pics or it didn't happen. Honestly, even I, with a small peen, would send just a head pic. Totally anxiety free to send peen head pics. Length and girth is all us guys care about, laughing out loud. I'm not sending you my penis. Don't worry, he just wants a picture. People just look you differently when you're tall. Pictured, a popular Vietnamese YouTuber who went from 5 feet 4 to 5 feet 7 with height lengthening surgery. Brother went through a dangerous surgery just to still be short. My horny ass could be a Pokemon trainer because I'm capable of respecting boundaries and asking for consent. But if you keep falling short, aim higher unless it is 45 degrees. At 90 degrees you might be able to hit a bird and use its forward momentum and lift generation to get the arrow further as the bird falls from the sky. From now on only speak using emojis. What happened the morning of September 11th, 2001? Your Sith name. Darth. Your name spelled backwards. Darth Anus. I hate this game. My name is Lana. Did you just kiss me? And on today's episode of Being Sad and Alone, I found out my toaster is waterproof. He probably seasoned his wife's ass before eating it. I need to do a research for school. Can you tell me the first thing you think when you see this image? And please write your age too, thanks. 15. That story I read about a woman who did orgies with goat statues. 15. You got me both intrigued and disgusted. 13. Here, is it okay if I fight 13 1-year-olds? Calm down, Anakin. No, Anakin, no. I hate using plastic, so I pick up my dog's shit with my bare hands. I wish more people would actually care about the earth. But then you gotta throw it in the trash that uses plastic bags. Just eat it like me, bro. Nintendo, we only make family friendly stuff. Also Nintendo. Jenga seems interested in your mom. But my main is a Jenga. Then you know who is your father now. For guys who haven't fingered a girl yet, it's just this, but retextured. I just got an incredible idea for a mod. If I had shape-shifting powers I would abuse the hell out of them, like, if I'm arguing with someone I'd turn into their dead relative. Paul McCartney, vegetarian, 80, alive John Lennon, meat eater, 40, DD. The facts speak for themselves. I don't think a cheeseburger shot John Lennon. Afghanistan. Osama bin Laden. Sea snail egg falls into boy's cut knee during beach vacation and hatches 3 weeks later. Paul Franklin, from Aliso in Orange County, was surprised to find the tiny creature, which had made itself at home in his wound 3 weeks before being found. Paul's mum Rachel believes the snail hatched from a tiny egg which made its way into Paul's cut after he fell on rocks while playing at the beach. Why is he so happy? Jesus Christ, he just gave birth, let him have his moment. If I had a portal gun I'd use it to have sex with my own, but I would use the portal gun to get to places quicker, but this is a cool idea. Americans will use anything but the metric system. 242 dicks. So what is this, like 2.42 millimeters, or what? Before I cheated on him things were amazing. After I cheated it changed. I didn't expect that 2 people wanted to fuck her. If I had a dog with a face like hers, I'd shave its ass and make it walk backwards. When you mate with shorter people, you're potentially saving the planet by shrinking the needs of subsequent generations. When you mate with anorexics, you are preserving the world's food supply. This is a bee in Brittany. Dicephalic Parapagus twins rarely survive into adulthood. They beat the odds and became 5th grade teachers. 2 paychecks or 1. Who knows? These people should be in jail. Nursing home staff arrested for running a dementia fight club between elderly patients. Can't talk about Fight Club if you don't remember Fight Club. What's the dumbest way you've gotten a scar? I have a scar on my forearm from a weaponized paper airplane I taped razor blades to and launched with a rubber band. Science. Vegan ribs are actually delicious. The hardest part is hunting down the vegan. What would prefer to get? $1 billion US, but a homeless child dies. A mountain made of gold, but our 150 world leaders are religious extremists. A free ice cream, if your choice. All people on earth get $1,000, but also herpes on genitals. I will choose to kill the homeless child, but I will spend half of the $1 billion to kill even more homeless children. Reducing homelessness among children, 1 gunshot at a time. It's faster if you line them up. Selecting the $1 billion is the logical choice for maximizing total social welfare. Such a sum could be utilized to resolve numerous global crises, resulting in a net save of far more lives than the single one sacrificed. The efficiency of the proposed solution to homelessness in the comments is a direct, if somewhat extreme, application of demographic management. Flush him. Spare him. Pee on him. I'm not colorblind. I'm just built different. Are you British? No, I'm not that unlucky. I wanna put Coca-Cola in my vagina. It'll remove all the rust. You get $10 million, but one random kid you don't know living in poverty in a third world country dies. Do you take the deal? Only if I get to watch. This is the way. Of course, everyone is different, but know you have people who will help. I'm a man in a woman's body. No. You are born the way you are. God didn't make a mistake. I'm a man in a woman's body. If you'd like, I have a list of male names you can choose from. Hey, whoever you are, you taste the same to Elmo. Ooga and Booga, twin brothers enslaved by skin. Cursed knees. Kidneys. Surprisingly wholesome. The man who modeled the giants in Skyrim modeled them after his father. I wonder how he feels about everyone eating his dad's toes. Why are you liking my girlfriend picture on Facebook? Sorry mate, finger must have accidentally slipped on the like button whilst I was having a wank. Like his photo next. Do you like women? Who doesn't? The Supreme Court of the United States. I think we should just be friends. Definitely. I've never thought of you in any other way. Hello, welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order? Can I have a number 6 please? Hey stepbruh, wanna watch a movie? Sure. I'll get the popcorn. Yes, some idiots would just blindly shag anything that moves, but real gentlemen would respectfully make love to anything that moves. Name an historical event, but replace a word with cum. Cum 11. Fall of the cum wall. What's something that needs to stop being passed down the generations? Trauma. Sexually transmitted diseases. Right. Wait, what? I used to think babies are born due to kissing until 5th class. Wait, they are not? Then how is my girlfriend pregnant? You kissed the wrong lips with the right tool. 5 grams protein. Are you crazy? 15. Awful human cooks a cat EBRE2 and DE at STHM. He forgot to peel it first. Just remember you're someone's reason to masturbate. Don't we all have that one weird uncle? Gosh. That's sad but true. Biting equals air jail. Next bite equals cooking pot jail. You wanna see my balls? Wow. What the fuck? You wanna see my cock? Let me guess you are going to send me a chicken. Sometimes your shadow is having more fun than you. Are the 4 stages of relationship? Which one would scare you more? Mum missed, call, area code 10. Dad missed, call, area code 10. Both equally. They've been dead 10 plus years. I once had a brother-in-law who had his eye removed so his partner could fuck the socket. He passed away from repeated concussions. The worst thing about this is that after I divorced his sister, when he did pass away, he left his eye patch to me in his will. The music of Pumped Up Kicks. The lyrics of Pumped Up Kicks. They both should be smiling. Nobody loves following rules more than Australians. Germans. You can combine 4 pride flags to make ultra pride. Describe your sex life only using SpongeBob quotes. Are you ready, kids? The fuck is wrong with you? Man gets fully split in half through the middle by falling glass panel. Why does these type of shit always occur in China for some reason? What is the worst response to nudes? True story. While away during work-related travel, my wife had sent a risque photo to me. Due to spotty cell coverage at the time, any messages I sent or received came in late and out of sequence. The trending news item at the time related to the death of a well-known television star. So, the cell signal happens, my wife's boobs show up. The text I'd sent a few hours before went through. The response she got to her picture. Did Betty White die? What can you say before sex and before a fight? Suck my dick. I will. Hold up. Hold down. What's the best response to "Are you sexually active" at a doctor's appointment with your parents? Not that I'm aware of. Burger King. Here's your 1000-year empire, bro. Hopefully updated the ovens. Can't believe he's gone. It's been so hard for me and the group lately. Being sad about my friend's death. Turning him into a meme so his memory can live in forever. Now he can die twice. What do you think Ultron saw on the internet that made him want to end the human race? Rule 34 of himself. 99.9% of men masturbate. The other 0.1 lie about it. Some of those 0.1% have no arms. What TF is wrong with you? Those men have sympathetic moms, you know. Rabies has been known to cause men to ejaculate up to 30 times a day uncontrollably. I don't know who Rabies is, but I sure would like to meet her. I shot my load into my stepmother's cake. I regret nothing. Abusive stepmother made homemade cake and frosting. When I had the house to myself, I shot my load into the frosting container. When stepmom got back, she frosted the cake. Later that day, I watched her and all of her mean abusive family eat my cake with cum frosting. Had a slice myself. Leonardo DiCaprio and his girlfriend celebrating her 25th birthday. Leo DiCaprio going to a kindergarten be like, I'm tired of short flings, I'm looking for a more long-term relationship. Made his dreams of becoming a Blastoise come true. He looks so happy. Now I wanna turn my leopard gecko into a Charmander. This is the turd I just took. Who'd you take it from? What's the perfect response to someone calling you ugly? K. Nothing says I don't care like a capital K. And to show just how much you don't care, just add 2 more. Ruin a deer hunt in 4 words. I'm gonna fuck it. I've had some girls call my dick cute IDK. What that's supposed to mean? It means it reminds her of her brothers. Women of Reddit, what are some tips on eating pussy? Harder is not always better. Start soft and then maybe add some pressure if your lady friend wants it. Start like a butterfly landing on a rose petal. Finish like a bulldog eating porridge. Edit. Holy shit, my highest voted comment ever. Best advice my stepmother ever gave me. I was beginning to wonder if you got my message. Describe your sexual life using a Star Wars quote. Always to there are, no more no less. Myself, the boy, these two droids, and no questions asked. A Fans Wednesday Adams tattoo has gone viral after social media users noted that it looks more like Samuel L. Jackson than Jenna Ortega. That's not Wednesday, that's Black Friday. Humans are dumb. And horny. Fun fact, as of the 28th of March 2022, this song is 24 to 25 years old. The legends never die. Fun fact. A 50 calories hollow point discharged at a distance of 1.5 meters will blow a hole through your chest the size of a CD. Damn. Bro looks like a pillow. He will be soon. You're very beautiful. AWW thank you. Whoa mama. Hummina 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 bazooing. Eyes pop out erooga. Jaw drops, tongue rolls out, whiff 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 whiff, tongue bursts out of the out uncontrollably leaking face and everything. In reach warble wobble warble 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 wobble 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 wobble. Tiny cupid shoots an arrow through heart Amy lady. Heart in the shape of a heart starts beating so hard you can see it through shirt. Bay, Bombay, 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 bun milk truck crashes into a bakery store in the background spilling white liquid and on the streets baby wants to fuck, inhales from the gas tank honka 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 masturbates furiously oh my god. I've accidentally sent my mum picture of my boobs, so I followed it up with medical questions and booked a mammogram. I tried that excuse with my dad and a picture of my penis, but he asked why I was hard and had a butt plug in. Booked some extra therapy sessions. Vegans block access for customers wanting milk in targeted multi-city protest. So that's why dad has taken so long. Kang nonchalantly asking if he's killed Ant-Man before because he doesn't remember due to the sheer number of times he's killed Avengers is probably the most intimidated I've ever felt about an MCU villain lol. I'm glad he's black. I want the comic world to fear N-word same way I do. Anon donates blood. Be me. Donate blood. Get message week later. Your blood has been put to use. Track down the guy on Facebook. Message him. Really cool guy actually. Weeks later. Meet his new girlfriend. Dude, I'm gonna get to third base tonight. Bitch, that is my blood in your dick. I'm the one getting to third base, not him. Technically fuck his girl. See you later virgins. While your blood is in his body, it will never touch the girl. This means all your blood did was make another man hard, which makes you gay. I've seen LTT video hosts using this mini controller when presenting videos. What are they using it for? It's a remote for Linus's vibrator. So that's why he drops things. Third wheeling with a toxic couple is lit. Not when it's your parents. The best Halloween costume of the year. His arch nemesis is Legs Luthor. Canada has free healthcare, just ship him off to there and we are good. It is cheapest to put him in cargo, so let us do that. What is he gonna do? Walk out. How many nuclear weapons has the US lost? Fewer than 5. 7%. More than 5. 93%. Not enough. Describe your sexual life using a Star Wars quote. Get in there you big furry oaf. I don't care what you smell. followed by into the garbage chute, flyboy. Diary 31, humiliation. Diary 32, the world shall know pain. Diary 33, gun shopping. Band names in the 60s be like. Take a word in the dictionary, add the in front of it. Therapist. 15 minutes a day can teach you a language. What can 15 minutes of social media do? Teach you racism. When the DNA test isn't needed. Hitler. Hello, what minority are you? I'm interested in calling you a slur. Are you autistic? Since cum hardens when it dries, you could soak clothes in it and make light armor. The knight in shining jism they'd call me. White knight. Are these the freedom fries I always hear about? Freedom fries are only activated if you down a bottle of oil. Comment your problems here and let a random stranger give you the solution. Introvert, lonely, young and work too much. Flex tape. I'm moving to America. Pack a bulletproof vest. Especially if you're a student. While love one, but eat the other. Yeah, you can always eat both. When a girl hugs you as a friend and you don't get a boner. Badman, I'm proud of you, dick. Joke's on you. That has happened to me. Is it possible to learn this power? Yeah, it's called being gay. 1 out of 4 probability. Sincerity. A proof of authenticity and shows that you care. 1 out of 4 probability. Scars. Bullet wounds are more attractive than wounds from a bicycle fall. 1 out of 4 probability. Veins. Connected to strength and endurance. Bullet wounds are more attractive than wounds from a bike fall. My schoolmates are very attractive now. They should be thanking me, what the fuck. Why is the white finger holding the black one down? Authentic Christianity has no racism. We all are one in Christ. This is what the Mona Lisa would look like today according to AI. The Moaning Lisa. A bar of iron costs $5. Made into horseshoes its worth is $12. Made into needles its worth is $3,500. Made into balance springs for watches, its worth is $300,000. Your own value is determined also by what you are able to make of yourself. Tearing yourself apart and selling bits to as many people as possible is the key to wealth. Got it? Cannibals ranked by number of people eaten. Put all of them together in a room. Let's see who comes out alive. Now that is Hunger Games. Blocking someone isn't enough, I want them to get lice. I once intentionally gave a girl lice because she kept throwing her long ass hair all over my desk in class while I was trying to work on assignments. This was in like middle school. I had asked her to stop multiple times and she scoffed and kept doing it. So I picked one off my own head and threw it into her hair. Couple days later she came to school crying with a bob. I do not regret it. Are you masturbating because you are horny? Or because you are depressed and need the dopamine? Or because it is a really long flight? Because my girl's shampoo bottle is getting low and I do not feel like going to the store. Okay, who can spot the problem? Dinner ain't fucking ready yet. Boys, you mean sex toys that are rude and don't even vibrate? No thank you. Whatever, fleshlight that cries. Me when bro accidentally calls me Pookie Wiki Boo, Boo Bunny Bear instead of a slur. Heterosexual certificate from a church in Mexico. Certificado de heterosexualidad. La Iglesia del Final de los Tiempos certifica que el hermano Yerol de Ruas Benites Rodriguez y en contra libertad las prácticas de Sodoma y es totalmente heterosexual. Ese exchange este certificado a solicitor del interesado y para los fines que estime convenient. Validado del 4/18 al 4/20. What happens if it expires? This paper expires 4/20 and then it's party on boys. Woo. Motivate me to do homework. Do all your homework and I'll have sex with you. Okay mom. Some of y'all's kids got some big ass heads. My little cousin head is crazy NGL. Nigga colder worded this way better. Hidden bodies. Dead or alive? Dead of course. What kind of weirdo hides live bodies? Guess what snowflake? This is America. Gays can get married, deal with it. Trans rights are human rights. Don't like it? GTFO. Native people were here first, get used to it. Freedom of religion means all religions, not just yours. If this offends you, leave. Oh yeah, land of the free. Then why can't I dip my balls in the Burger King soda dispenser? Hey, how are you doing today? I'm genuinely really sad and lonely. But here is my butthole. Shig crop job original poster. Last time there was a crop this bad, a million Irish people died. Every girl wants to date the funny guy until 6 months into the relationship all you hear is everything a fucking joke to you? Me, I'm only funny like 10% the time. Yeah, no, at funerals and stuff where I'm not supposed to be. Like last year, when I grabbed your dead Gannis tits and said damn they're just as nice as your mom's. Yeah, I know, cause she had breast cancer and had them removed, /s. Is jerking off okay? Twice a day, sometimes thrice, sometimes more. Is there something wrong with it? Are there any health issues? I did it 8 times and my dick fell off. Friendship goals. Him, she's probably cheating on me. Her and the girls. Ah yes. Girls goal. You ever think about how stinky Sonic's feet must be? I bet they're really stinky from running around all day. Please no. Stop it. Don't give Rule 34 artists an idea. Replica 1 LVL. Chat about anything 24/7 in touch, handle social anxiety. Replica 100 LVL. Voice messages, choose relationship type, secret functions. You gotta be down bad for this. Like really bad. I have 0 friends ATM and even I'd rather talk to myself than this. Trolling customers like this should be company policy 100. Waitress, how do you like your steak? Man, same way I like my sex. Waitress, so very rare then. I like my sex well done. I like my women well done. It's just about finding the balance. Took 28 years to realize that no matter what the meeting is about, if you randomly chime in with it's just about finding that balance, people will always agree. We should deal with the sexual harassment happening in the workplace. It's just about finding that balance. I'm sorry, but say getting mad is just too funny. Like what's he gonna do? Draw faster? I don't know man. Last time an artist got mad, he started a world war. Pof, me walking up to the 6'7" goth girl after her girlfriend just dumped her. 6'7". Put me in a stroller and give me a bottle cause goo goo gaga mommy milky goo goo milky big mommy wa waaaagoo gagoo gaga. Why did the Vaporeon have to be white? You do not want to know. You are what you eat. NOOOO. Egyptian babies didn't know that one day their daddy will be a mummy. Neither did the Kardashians. Worst rooms and bad smell, footpath maintenance hotel. Don't refer this hotel. Don't rate 1 star else we will upload your CCTV recording. Best place to stay. Good atmosphere. My high school had an active shooting threat earlier. No one got hurt, but students did find the shooter zig. Not even a shooter bro, you ain't shoot shit. Drum mag with no shots is crazy. Stormtrooper aim mass NGA. 0 eliminations. Must forgot he don't got no ops. Hey, that looks like my mom, hahaha. Wait. This man has kept his arm raised in tribute to a Hindu deity for 50 years. Imagine if he went to Germany. What's the worst thing your partner can say after sex? You're bigger than my dad. You're not as big as our dad. Looks like I'm bigger than both you and dad. Wait till I tell mum. Alex, Steve, help me, I'm stuck. Steve comes running with a piston and an end rod. Your username is now your pornster name. How successful is your OnlyFans? Ops penis. Unsuccessful. Assassin's Creed, Afghanistan. What's your go-to fuck song? Baby Shark. That's the song you play 10 months later. What's a non-sexual thing that you find super hot? When a girl who usually doesn't accidentally swears. Ah fuck, I stubbed my toe comes. Hopefully not on the toe. What can you say before sex and before a fight? I think I can handle 5 men. Confidence is key. Not my proudest fap. When I was 7 I found a skinless body in the back of a McDonald's. That's just the McRib. He's going to propose to her. Husband proposes every week to wife of 45 years that has Alzheimer's. If you think about it, old people are like AI. If you don't mention something often enough then they forget easily. Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures. The last episode is going to be pretty shocking. Don't joke about 9/11. Do you know what those people went through? A building. Ed pay $20k to smell your butthole in a crypto of your choice. What the actual fuck? Hold on now, let him cook. Not interested in her pussy, just a whiff of her stinker, assuming she is 18 plus and clean, of course. Cashed out my 401k to buy this thing. Cashing out retirement money to buy a 370Z instead of a Lambo is like sucking dick in the back alley for splendor instead of crack. James Gunn says 9/11 hasn't happened yet in the DCU. Luthor Corp. TF you mean yet? I wish for the ability to switch between normal sight and sight that makes me see all the people that want to have sex with me. Granted. You now have the ability to close your eyes. Outfit check Lang Munis ad 8 to NG Foundation Week. Filipino guy who cosplayed as Jeffrey Epstein at Children's Foundation Week is actually a pedophile. Method acting. What is the worst addiction to have? Any counts. Being addicted to mass murder probably isn't great. When it's time to transform from a cat boy on the internet back into a STEM major. Femboyism is a white exclusive thing. We got a Delph twinkler over here. Too old for him. Sydney Sweeney says her celebrity crush is Leo DiCaprio. You have the aim of a person who has a good paying job, a wife, and a family. Best way to insult a gamer. When you are tired of people saying that you objectify women, so you pack your things and leave. Sap, don't try to dispatch those bags on the airport. I had some issues last time. Oh no, I came inside of you. Katara, no problem. Katara, you are now HIV Aladdin. This was sent to us in a submission, but honestly I don't know what a future wife is. Maybe you guys will get the joke. Welcome to Albania. We are your future wives. You posting this on 9/11? Yeah right, don't really give a shit. Thanks, I hate human teeth. Mr. Gator is going to take a look now. It's going to be a little cold and teethy. Why do you think they call me One Punch Man? Think Goku think. I mean, he needed 2 punches to beat someone before. Hey man, even a pedo watches regular porn, sometimes they are still pedos. J. Robert Oppenheimer lectures at Kyoto University on September 14th, 1960 in Kyoto, Japan. Post-game analysis. Some of you may be familiar with my work. And God said, I will send them without wings so no one suspects they are angels. Mine eats poop. I saw an angel mauling a child yesterday. This is what the Animal Crossing developers think cool means. Damn right, how fucking moron. Who's stopping me? The ankle monitor. Do you pronounce Suriname? 1950. 2016. Bring back the hard R. Mex. Hell yeah, partial arts. I take back everything I said about old Asian paintings. They knew exactly how to paint a human being. A Boy and His Atom, the world's smallest movie. Sequel, A Boy Breaks His Atom. It doesn't have a very happy ending. An estimated 4% of the internet is porn. It's all porn, if you have the right attitude. Impeachment hearings. You have a 15-year-old mean girl as head of Dodge. Good job, America. How do you think she got the job? Ostriches raised in captivity sometimes become sexually attracted to humans. Imagine being the person who found this out the hard way. What's a country you have zero interest in visiting? Australia. Why are the kangaroos so jacked and the spiders so big? Wait till you see a big kangaroo and a jacked spider. Or a big spider jacking a kangaroo. Looks like Vin Diesel's autistic brother Vin Petrol. Which of these is the plug? Black male, blue female. Out of context, that would sound weird. New Avatar movie got a bit weird all of a sudden. Guys, is this true? A man's ballsack can be ripped open as easily as you open a bag of chips. Jim a second. Okay, can confirm. What's the dumbest thing you've done due to horny? Imazkin again, to see what new things you'll say. 3. Earlier I was talking to someone who wanted me to put baguettes in all of her holes. Dick or balls, you must choose. For one you shall keep, and one you shall lose. What's the point of balls without a dick? An inbuilt clacker toy. Bro, her room looks good and feels safe. Waking up 12 hours later in her Hello Kitty bathtub and you're missing a kidney. The downstairs neighbor just installed a stripper pole. What is the best way to deal with this? Connect a car battery to it, but you didn't hear that from me. I heard about beating your meat, so I punched my penis. Did you defeat it? He's so fucking precious. How does he even manage to serve looks while asleep? Acid bath. How much acid I need to use to dissolve a 90-kilogram fish? Oh, about wait a minute. If you're ever feeling bad about your penis size, just remember it's bigger than roughly 50% of the population. That's because 50% of the population are women. Based on my internet search history, I have seen a lot of women with bigger wangs than me. Lovebird ripeness chart. Better eat it before it spoils. Why are men always okay with doing nothing for their birthday? Imagine celebrating the day when all my problems started. Leap year birthday boy finally marks his 18th after 72 years. So he's legal. What's harder? 92%. Peeing with an erection. 8%. Giving birth. Giving birth with an erection. Sometimes you just need to have an outdoor shower and debrief life with ya mate. Brother showering W his bitmoji. Name something money can't buy, I'll wait. Black people, now. Gagging during a blowjob is nothing but pure love. She choosing you over oxygen. My girl's black, so she already cannot breathe. You must battle everyone you've ever had sex with, how screwed are you? Not enough players to start match. If you were to break up with Hitler, what would be your breakup message? We should not see each other anymore. Trump ate Boba's ass. Straight boss nassing those Japanese pancakes. Till death do us bark. Brazilian state lets pets be buried with owners. I assume, after said pet has passed, right? As a man, who would you pick? Who would you give your seat to, and why? 1, 2, 3, 4. The breastfeeding woman, so I can watch. I put a camera on my cat to see how many friends he has, and found this. Make them go into the women's bathroom please. Cute. Cute. Not the camo print Lululemons. Turning styrofoam into cinnamon candy. Styrofoam is already tasty enough. Name one character who could beat Captain America. Go ahead. I'll wait. Captain Vietnam. Does anyone know of any high-paying careers that would allow me to sort things by color? Law enforcement? Eric Cartman's worst nightmare. Eric Cartman would look at this specimen and think God himself made this gift for him. This will literally break his funny fuse. Cynthia Erivo cast as Piccolo in Netflix live-action Dragon Ball Z movie. What's next? Epstein for Master Roshi? Backshots sound like a cast iron pan. My husband thought it would be a good idea to make catnip tea. The year is 2024 and we've successfully created fucking cat barns. Randomly felt pain behind my belly button on the right side. WTF. Go the toilet having the feeling I need to piss. Only a little bit of piss. Like one kidney worth of piss. Pain is slowly moving downwards. I'm pretty sure a small stone is slowly being pushed into my bladder from my right kidney. Any tips to help the process? 77,767,107. That's not a kidney stone, that's cancer bro. Don't even bother seeing a doctor, it's over. At least buy a cat, so you won't die a virgin. My neighbors are talking shit about me while I'm outside smoking. Saying I'm a bad mom and they only hear me yelling at Phobe, and they have never seen me take my daughter out of the house. Phobe is my cat. I would so play into this. Phobe, no, you can't sit at the table. You must eat off the floor. Phobe, you're sleeping outside tonight. Phobe, stop acting up. You give me no choice but to remove your uterus and ovaries. A diagram of how John Edward Jones was stuck for 27 hours in Nutty Putty Cave before passing away. Glad I quit cave diving the day I was born. Never too late to get back in it. You changed a lot. A lot changed me. I'm 14 and this is deep. I'm deep in this 14-year-old. I walked in on my girlfriend having sex with her personal trainer. Me, okay, this isn't working out. Guess she was having a cheat day. Drop your ex's justification for cheating in the comment section. The most bizarre one gets pinned. Let the audacity be heard. I didn't really cheat. She was too tight and I couldn't get all the way in. Thanks for the head, Mr. Baby Chicken. Wait, no, that sounds horrible. Ridiculous comments. Made with 100% heterosexual chicken. This implies the existence of gay chicken. When the quiet kid and the weird girl have common interests. I guess force choke is useful in the bedroom. I was rejected by 8 art schools. Maybe you should go into politics. Stay positive bro, don't get into politics. Well, love one, but eat the other. Well, first of all, puppies are delicious. Secondly, I won't say I love my pig. Our relationship is purely sexual. I'm not even circumcised, and I want this now. They took it away from me after 11 hours. I didn't even had a chance to spend a day with my foreskin. Believe me, you don't want that. I keep it in a file under my bed next to my box of teeth. I talk to it sometimes. 1 health point clutch. Healing. RAs. Inflation. I like my coffee how I like my women. Ground up and in the freezer. Should I have stolen 8 grams of coke from my dealer? As you saw in the title a few days ago, I stole 8 grams of coke from my dealer. Over the time span I did around 6 grams and sold the other 2. This got rid of the evidence. Lately I've been hearing noises outside my apartment and am scared shitless that it's my dealer and has out to get me. It might just be the coke though. Should I have done this? Yo Dumbus. You know I use Reddit to write. I thought it was you, but you just confirmed it. I'm coming for you bro, you better lay low. Glass or can? That is the question. People who prefer coke in glass bottles. People who prefer coke in cans. People who prefer coke in plastic bottles. Me, who prefer coke through nose. If age is just a number, then sister is just a word. Good idea to take lots of pictures on your back, because this is the only position anyone's ever gonna watch you in. This makes me wonder what percentage of your face you can cover up with black paint before it is considered racist. 3/5. That's a fair compromise. Ugh, take your goddamn up votes, you too. I had a friend whose germaphobe father kept the Super Nintendo controllers in sandwich bags attached by twist ties around the cord. All the remotes were in large Ziploc bags. You could press the buttons through the bag, but it was just weird. So anything handheld and electronic was basically in a makeshift condom. So he changed the bags after each use. Come on, that would be like changing condoms after each use. Exactly. Just flip them inside out after each use, like I do. What do you remember most from your first sex education class? I remember Miss Usty Blasio, the school secretary, telling us to never believe a guy who said he couldn't wear condoms because they were too small, and then she stretched one over her head like a ski mask as proof. I remember mine when Mr. Andrews brought in a banana and said, I'm gonna show you kids how to put a condom on. I got this banana here because I can't get hard on an empty stomach. Same day. So I guess college down the drain. Why is college down the drain and not the bab? Never mind. Congratulations on graduating. My ex-boyfriend is now gay and my ex-girlfriend is now straight. They should hire you at conversion camps. Is there a white person inside you? Is this like a costume? Hi. Bitch, get the fuck out. If we knew you all were gonna be this annoying, we would've picked our own cotton. I wish I was a cow eating grass in a field. No rent, no job, no college, just moo. All fun and games until. I wish I was a cow eating grass in a field. No rent, no job, no college, just moo. All fun and games until. This person is autistic. Please see inside for important information. National Autistic Society. Flashes this like a Federal Bureau of Investigation badge while approaching a crime scene. Win or loss? I can fix her. We can be terrible together. Cringe post. Going to have to hit my son because of this. Hi everyone. To protest AI, I'm replacing it. Ask me anything. I use less water and know everything. How do I wipe my bum? Rachel, please hurry up, it's starting to crust. You're an art model, does that mean you're naked? Yeah. Whoa. Those lucky artists. Buddy. I don't know who started the idea that life drawing classes have anything sexy going on, like there's at least 10 people in the room and we are all tired and covered in charcoal. The dude in front, who's staring at my boobs, has been trying to get the shading right for 10 minutes. He's almost out of paint. He is crying. People who got unasked nudes, how did you answer? Dad, this needs to stop. This face when you know that your sweet daughter is gonna get fucked tonight. That looks like the face of him realizing that someone else gets to fuck his daughter now. Is your dad in prison? No, why? Because if I was your dad I definitely would be. What family secret was finally spilled in your family? My dad has Reddit he secretly uses to browse the not safe for work subs, and he saw my sister's posts one day. He pretended like nothing happened, but he couldn't keep it to himself for long. It had to come out. He had to admit he's a Redditor, so he can scold my sister. They both opened new accounts now, and she told him to stay clear of the anal and double penetration subs. He browses with no worries of seeing my sister's escapades. Falling in love hits different when you know they're a paid actor sent by the CIA to distract you from dedicating your life to dismantling the government. So you're saying the reason I don't have a girlfriend yet is because I'm not a big enough threat yet? If men approach women they think men are creepy. If women approach men they think it is a prank or a setup. If women approach me usually I just wake up. Why do these crows look like they're in the middle of a high profile drug deal? Because they are black. Folks, I might not walk as easily or talk as smoothly as I used to. I might not debate as well as I used to. But what I do know is how to tell the truth. Biden, I intend to win this election. CNN. Joe Biden, I think I speak for everyone when I say that we don't need to hear you debate if you want to win this election. Next time you go against Trump, just rip off your shorts and start twerking until the room smells like shit. I promise you'll get more votes. Godspeed. If you just won $30 mil and your mom's left eye cost $29 mil, what you doing? Buying her a Lamborghini and an eye patch. Let's ride Nick Fury. Can't wait to gamble today. Literally shaking. That's called dedication. That's called an addiction. Buddy, I've been gambling every day for 20 plus years. It's all I think about, and I still haven't gotten addicted, so I doubt it's happening. Hey, a dear hey, scratch my balls please. The type of weather that makes your discharge freeze. They call me the discharge defroster. Do you think he ever does this? I heard somewhere, if Deidara was a female character, he would have been way more popular. Femme Deidara can technically give herself a tongue job. I wonder why the cop pulled him over. Cops suck dick. To suck his dick. Poff, your dementia patient says you look handsome. Ready for discharge X, ready for my discharge. If you're having a bad day, just letting you know my coworker got his prostate exam, and when the doc touched his prostate he nutted immediately and fell down knocking over some equipment. You'd think the doctor would be able to control himself. Don't love your job, job your love. Your love. Don't meet her in the park, park the meet in her. Don't work hard, work while hard. Good morning. To whomever has been enjoying my coffee creamer all week. Surprise, you've been drinking my breast milk. Hope you've enjoyed. Cheers. Can we not romanticize this? Imagine a armpit job from her. If you could have 10,000 of anything that start with the letter T, what would you have? $1 trillion. Testicular torsion. I want to tell a joke, but I know the internet will not like it. They used to just blast niggas like 20 times with one of these. Seeing which hose settings my ducks like the most. Jet. Paper. Plastic. Seniors versus freshmans. Earth review. Takes 3 years to unlock voice chat. Tutorial takes 18 years. Banned at level 60 to 80. Can't respawn. Pay to win. Spawn killing is allowed in some servers. Your legs are like an Oreo cookie. I wanna split them and eat all the good stuff in the middle. The cookies are the better part. Eat the legs instead. Is that a thing that can happen to a helldiver? Had a buddy get a terminid egg shoved up his ass once. needed to use his phlanal clenching forces to destroy it. But hey, got a free omelette out of it afterwards. If crack was a creature. The zoo is a pretty safe place to fart. Shits my pants in the gift shop, haha, damn elephants. You're allowed to spray a man with Raid if he's under 5 feet 11. Does this mean we can use elephant rifles on girls more than 200 pounds? True story, my mom and dad were in a crowded elevator while my mom was very obviously pregnant to the point of bursting. I guess she looks at my dad and says, "When are you going to tell your wife about me?" My parents are happily married, she was just pranking him. My dad said it was the longest elevator ride of his life. Counter with when are we gonna tell mum and dad? Parents of Reddit, why don't you close the door when you're leaving our rooms? Because saying son, your room stinks of the month-old cum socks that are clearly stuffed down the side of the bed and you need to let some fresh air in here, because I'm genuinely worried at this point that breathing the air that is currently in here technically counts as me swallowing your money shot is just going to embarrass us both. Why am I still single? Ouija says. Goodbye. An emoji speaks more than 1,000 words. Hansel and Gretel ends with 2 Germans pushing someone into an oven. Yeah, but the witch deserved it. She was a big-nosed, curly-haired liar who was hoarding all of the treats for her greedy self, and... oh no. I wear a ring now, and the amount of men checking me out or talking to me reduced by 80%. My guy wears a ring and the amount of women checking him out or talking to him doubled. What the fuck is wrong with you women? I knew a single guy in college that wore a fake wedding ring because it helped him get attention from women. He slept with dozens of women that thought he was cheating on his wife with them. When he told them he was single afterwards, they were all outraged. Stop saying start a family when you mean have kids. A couple is still a family. A single person and her cat is still a family. A couple and their plants are still a family. You don't need kids just to be called a family. I had a distant uncle who had 3 cats as pets. That was his family. He slipped in the bathroom and died. Few days later, when people opened the door, they saw the family members eating him. They sent my OnlyFans content to my family. Sent it to SeaWorld, got sent a job application in response. Black people should be off for Martin Luther King Day and still get paid. White people should get Father's Day off. Why is it easy to stay thin in Japan? Pourquoi est-il si facile de terminer au Japon? That's easy. The last time there was a fat man in Japan, a whole city disappeared. Do you stick your fingers in your asshole to clean it out when you shower? Who else's fingers should I use? I got you. Brothers being brothers. This is heartwarming. Truly the best of Reddit. If a girl farts while you're giving her head, what would you do? Stick my finger in her butt and say, "Hush little fella, you're next." Jesus. How can I measure my girlfriend's finger discreetly? I want to buy my girlfriend a ring and propose to her. She doesn't wear rings and her hands are small. I'm worried that the ring won't fit. How can I know her ring size without her noticing? Ask her, respectfully, to finger Uranus. Then you can try different objects of similar circumference until one feels about the same. Then you can take that to the jeweler and they will measure it, wash it first. And after he buy the ring, he could hide it in his ass and ask her girlfriend to finger his ass again and surprise, you're engaged. Old man is having nostalgia. A sniper's dream. You will experience police brutality very soon. What the fuck kind of fortune is this? Misfortune cookie. You don't even need a fortune cookie. It's written in the palm of your hand. Damn, oh my god. Damn, that's dark. Search human centipede eating scene movie. Better hope I'm not the one in the back head. I'm a bit of a freak. The people who hacked it literally cold did anything on the screen, but they gave everyone free feet instead. The Poly Market portal between Seattle and Boston was hacked, and feet videos were displayed on the screen. Couple unexpectedly delivers baby at Chick-fil A. Baby will get free Chick-fil, a food for life, and guaranteed job at 14 ABC 7.2 UTQLV8. Going to make sure my baby gets delivered at the bank. I wanna be friends with boys the way boys are friends with boys. I once had my mate weld shut my mini fridge on my birthday and I couldn't get to any of my booze. Woman can't handle this type of friendship. Disney characters' names explained. Lion in Swahili. No one in Latin. Friend in Swahili. Erect penis in English. Brings a whole new meaning to you've got a friend in me. When he told me I can stack donuts on it. Some motherfucker said Fruit Loops. This is outrageous. When you throw your girl on the bed trying to be sexy, but she hits her head and dies. This is where the fun begins. Hahaha, this happened to me and my grandma, the fun never stops. It's painful to see people quit their job / drop out of school to make content full time before they're ready. For every person like me that makes it, thousands don't. Keep that in mind, and be smart please. Now, if you want to mortgage your home and bet your net worth on black in roulette. That I support. Imagine dying and a game over sign pops up, you take off your virtual reality headset and realize it was all just a simulation. What is your reaction? What the fuck, I hung myself to get out this shit and now I gotta do it again. Are you serious? This high school was strategically designed to make it harder for a potential mass shooter. Step up merchant, they are literally designing schools like maps in FPS games. Based on the last game you played, what are you getting arrested for? Going to a strip club and shooting the strippers. Greater Manchester police are hunting this wanted woman. She's currently in Middle-earth helping some hobbits take a ring to a volcano. You're welcome. Meat isn't supposed to fall off the bone. It's overcooked. It's supposed to separate gently. How about you gently separate your butt cheeks? I still can't believe this peon really broke up with his girl, cause she turned giant and had superpowers. He cold lived in it. Oh no, my steak is too juicy and my beer is too cold. I'd be in there using the G-spot as a punching bag. Cave divers Wolder had a field day. 17-year-old girl reported to have cut open her ex's body and climbed inside to be a part of him. I can fix her. Need a girl like this for real. A good reason to wear glasses. Next door neighbor. Professor. Regular girl. Sophisticated woman. Some punk. Fashion designer. Murder suspect. Struggling artist. So a murder suspect can put on his glasses and get away with it. Works for Superman. Can the person that bought this, before giving it to Goodwill, please tell me what you wore this for? Breastfeeding your dad. Just turned 71. It does not get better, I still miss the girl from 8th grade. There's other 8th graders out there bro, don't give up. Just made me some synonym rolls. Just like grandma used to make. Here's my first attempt at synonym rolls. Just like grandma used to make. If the earth is flat, do the moon and all other planets are flat? No, there doesn't. Let me get this straight, Anthem wasn't. Gamers in 20 years, when their child gets an A+ instead of an SS tier. My Argentinian grandfather says he was an SS tier I think. Look how dark these are. I like my men, like I like my grapes. Haha, good one. 25 at a time. With the skin peeled off. Q. What do they both have in common? A. Remove the ring and your house is gone. How do you compare an inanimate object that's only purpose is to cause harm and destruction to a grenade? EV holds juice. Unfortunately, that means EV can grip cylindrical objects with its hand. How the group gon' look at Bonnie Blue's kid if he ever cracks a smile while someone else is getting roasted. Group effort going to give this kid a whole new kind of pain. It was a group effort making that kid. Whatever happens to Emmas? Where did they go? If your social group is defined by a suicidal nature, don't expect it to last a long time. When I'm getting a haircut and can't feel anything grazing my arm, so I know my barber got that little astic. You know you're not a kid anymore when your barber isn't hard while cutting your hair anymore. 50% trustable. When Millie licks a hammer naked, it's art, but when I do it, it's get out of Home Depot. PLS, tell me how your hamsters D3rd cause these D3 from anything. Mine disappeared for months, then came out from behind the fridge missing hair, looked up at me, and just died on the spot. Parents left me alone, so I let my hamster free in my living room. Why did he run straight into the fireplace? I watched Titanic to feel better. He farted and gave himself like a heart attack IDK. Child predator hands. Alien vs Predator costume accessories regular, $23.99. Sale, $19.99, 17% savings. My hands don't look like that. I just got a promotion. The bathroom at my new office has suicide prevention coat hooks. So, what happened to the person whose position you filled? They had to unfortunately cut him loose. Tell me what you smiling about today. My girl cheated on me with a married man and the wife beat her up. Did chemo make those huge jugs? Last chemo. The nightmare is soon over. I'm legit so tired. I hate what I look like right now. Nutting on her shiny bald head. I appreciate the heads up. Hide your girlfriend because I'm coming. Ick, now the drill. Show me your hear me outs. The Atlantic Ocean. Who the hell just said the Atlantic Ocean? Step 3, help her. What if I do step 3 before step 1 and 2? And what if I also do not have a girlfriend and I'm just a serial killer? This is why I stopped eating ass. This gave me flashbacks of when I ate this chick's ass in the dark and my tooth popped one of her hemorrhoids and I got blood and pus in my mouth. I fucking lost it. What a terrible day for the literate. If HIV is sexually transmitted, how did the first person get it? Maybe he went and fucked himself. What's the hole in the middle for? Circumcisions. What the fuck? About a decade ago I had blood appear in multiple places around my house for about 2 or 3 nights. It ended up being a opossum with her babies had gotten in one night. I left the door open and I assumed the mom was eating her babies because I found a piece of one and later that day I found the mom with 2 babies under a sofa. What a terrible day to be literate. Honeybee venom kills cancer cells. If I get testicular cancer, I'm gonna teabag a honeybee's nest. Genuinely, what is this hook possibly for? These two should be the final boss for John Wick Chapter 5. I'd literally forgive Ana de Armas for killing me in the middle of the act. In fact, I'd thank her for killing me while she did it, while I told her how beautiful she was. I'm a simple man. Get a grip, man. Let's just cut to the chase here. I'd suck farts out of her asshole and hold them in like barn grips. A true redditor. Horse seems to be a little bit disturbed. That poor thing is so inbred. It's just a horse, nothing poor about it. It's still gonna end up in the frozen lasagnas you eat. By the way, I don't eat that kind of food. My girlfriend cooks for me, laughing my ass off. What in the artificial intelligence fuck is this comment laughing out loud? What? Women are hornier than men. Change my mind. I was so horny once I made a hole in my wall and started fucking my house. So that's how you become man of the house. I like my men high, I like my coffee. Strong, tall, and full of cream. Ground up and in the freezer. Nice things to whisper when hugging someone. You smell different when you're awake. Please help me, then smile as if nothing happened. Soon. You have lovely skin, I can't wait to wear it. Your hair tastes like strawberries. Tonight. You. He knows, don't go home. I always knew you would die in my arms every time I poop. I think of you. No one will ever believe you. Yes. I killed Mufasa. I bet you didn't feel me like your real mother told me it would be like this. Oh Christ. Ostriches raised in captivity sometimes become sexually attracted to humans. Imagine being the person who found this out the hard way. I have an inquiry. What breed is this? Never mind, I jerked off. Limited edition Frida breast milk ice cream. Breast milk ice cream debuts in the US and people can't stop talking about it. Is it cage free? Hope not. Cutting your tennis balls in half allows you to store 2 more balls in each can, saving space. Nice idea, now I can keep 2 bodies in my fridge. I'm so tired I could eat a horse. I identify as a horse and this offends me. I identify as a fence, and this horse is me. I offend horses, identify me. I think the main question here is why would you eat a horse if you were tired? Would you rather be in the Epstein list or have Imagine Dragons on your Spotify Wrapped? Not to sound woke, but we shouldn't be joking about this. We all know the irreparable damage Imagine Dragons has done to our society. This white guy came to my job to ask about an order, and when describing my coworker he said an African American. So I made a joke and said you can say the word black, it's okay, so he just flat out said the N-word afterwards and threw up fake gang signs. Watchers. You gave him an inch and he took the whole penis. What was the incident at your high school? Pregnant girl got punched in the stomach and had a miscarriage. Quantum physics says you never actually touch anything. Electromagnetic forces create the feeling of touch. So are you saying Epstein is innocent? Friendly reminder that Nancy is a baddest in Bikini Bottom. Anyone have her Instagram? So apparently Epstein was into FNAF future. Search Einstein FNAF future. Bro heard they had the souls of children and that was enough for him. I once pretended to have a psychotic episode and smashed a MacBook with a bat to keep my brother and his fiancée from stumbling across pictures photoshopped of her giving birth to me. Cow escapes farm to go and live with herd of bison. Bison are like one organism, and she stands out. We are all thinking the same thing, right? Why everything the Japanese make is so delicious. I too am a cannibal. My feud and she in Christ. Put down the yaoi, this is too much. Okay, but Epstein cross Dama could be prime Jeff on Jeff action. I literally have $1 to my name right now. What's Venmo? New 0. Venmo Jeremy requests $1, the last one. Where did little Jimmy go after getting lost in a minefield? Everywhere. That's really dark, mate. Yeah, but it got really bright for half a second. Your task is to blow a job interview in the first 30 seconds. What do you do? How strict is the sexual harassment policy? I wish people clapped when I did my job, damn morgues. Nothing's stopping you from making some cheeks clap. Mom, remember when mommy had you pee in that cup? Susie, yeah. Mom, well mom didn't get the job. Where'd you get the coke, you little bitch? Employer, takes a sip. Ma'am, this is a child's pee. I'm praying the Lord sends me a big, sturdy fella who knows how to treat a lady right. When the DNA test isn't needed. Kittler. Mean furrer. Sometimes I get the irresistible urge to bite into a nice, fat juicy tarantula abdomen. Obviously this is frowned upon. Instead, I buy the juiciest and hairiest kiwi I can find and eat it with my eyes closed, pretending it's a huge Goliath bird eater. 24 shots of tequila in 8 minutes for you, Kobe. 24 shots in 8 minutes? You're going to meet Kobe. What if a Make-A-Wish kid say he wants some pussy? What they gon' do? Place the kid in front of a mirror and say this pussy lost to cancer MAO. Okay, what are we calling this body type in 2026? In Slovakia it's leopard to a 4 main battle tank. A woman puts on this dress when she cleans her house, and the reason is that she told her 2 children who are terrified of her that this leopard woman is visiting our house to clean. If you don't make the house dirty, she won't come back. Gonna be funny when they get old enough to run and grab daddy's gun. Everyone is calling me a school shooter, and it really fucking hurts. I can't even hurt a fly without feeling like a sadistic shit, and now I'm being associated with cold-blooded child killers. Feels bad, man. Time to teach them a lesson. My sister works a full-time job and still cooks like this for her man every day. Yes, sees clogged them arteries. Collect that life insurance. I see you. Would you date me? This play is gonna be lit. I'd peg. What it look like I do for a living? Bark at the mailman. Poor Larry getting smashed by the log. I'd smash Larry with my log too. There is still time to delete this. True story, when your gynecologist says she would set you up with her son, and you're a little desperate. My son would tear this up. Oh, this looks perfect for my boy. I just want someone to love me. I love you. He meant someone hot. What jobs are 99.9% safe from AI making it obsolete? Human resistance leader against the machines. Man calls a suicide prevention hotline, SWAT team shows up and kills him. Accidentally dialed Make-A-Wish Foundation. Dear men, anyone else, really, don't. Stop effing manspreading. Just use the power move, drape your legs on both of those, then let out the biggest fart you can. How to stop gay marriage. Show them a pic of me, and they turn straight laughing out loud truth. They turn straight alright. Straight into oncoming traffic. Sex was created by God, for marriage, between a husband and wife. Not for a boyfriend and girlfriend that are dating. That's why I only do anal. Some things are sacred. Martians on Earth. Humans on Mars. What makes you think that isn't Martian forecock? What's a really good face mask that gets rid of all your nasty blackheads? Fuck. I always wondered why do some characters like Daredevil and Batman have a half mask instead of a full mask to cover their whole face? So the cops know that they're white. McDonald's will soon reopen its locations in Ukraine. Haven't the people of Ukraine suffered enough? Grok, is this real? Yes. Those fat tits are real. She had a reduction surgery a while back. Rest in peace. No, do you think they still have the meat frozen somewhere? You call it trauma, I call it spicy memory. My uncle created so many spicy memories. Michael Jackson in disguise, so he could go on a date with Tatum O'Neal in the 1970s. Which one is Michael? Disney adults after hitting a 9-year-old with their car and their bloodstain makes a hidden Mickey. I heard a man had his hidden Mickey out on a train the other day. Nigga, what? Jeffrey Epstein reportedly had a major hand in making Call of Duty series a microtransaction hell. He couldn't fuck kids quick enough in person, so he decided to do it remotely. It's done microwaving. You mean microwaving? You will be dismembered and hidden in a forest beyond what you are used to. What did I do? Adults who still drink milk, are you okay? Unless you're a hungry baby, drinking milk on its own is unsettling behavior. I break into farms and drink it straight from the bull. How's that for unsettling? You can choose one item to have unlimited of, but the top reply is the consequence. Lukewarm milk. It's from your future daughter. It's almost over 14 years since this movie was released, and I don't understand how a bull have tits. It's a kids movie. You wouldn't like to see a 25 centimeters D bouncing in the entire movie. Turn invisible. Fly to Paris. Beat a mime to death. Best show of his life. Mini skirts are so fun, like oops my ass is out. Imagine guys did this and were like hee hee my balls are out. Bro, you gotta play this Minecraft mod pack, it's great. Download the mod pack, load into the world, press E, see this. Are there any MC mod packs that aren't just bloated slop? Sorry, the only Minecraft mod I've ever played that added to the game is the one where both the villagers and enemy mobs all have fat cocks. Every other part of the game is exactly the same, except for the huge cocks. I'd hear hissing, turn around and see a creeper, and instead of running I'd look down and see its hog, and then boom, I'm dead. It added something that the base game was desperately missing. I miss you. That was a moment of weakness. Fuck you. This could be you. All I need is your address. 19 Erin Street, Richmond, Victoria, Australia. Mum. What the fuck? No. I'm gonna post your feet pic on OnlyFans. Do you think I could make a career on it? Your feet just made me $20. Thank you. Best 20 bucks I ever spent. Excuse me. The what duo? Cringe monster quote. We stopped checking for monsters under your bed when we realized they were inside us. Georgia. That is a state, not a country. Its capital is Atlanta, brother. Turkey. That is a bird, not a country. Its origin is America, brother. Hungary. No, I just ate. Montenegro. Yeah, he is. If I broke my hand, would you beat it for me? A mouth can express more feelings than a hand. Couple had sex in MRI machine to show what happens inside body. You don't need an MRI for this, man. Everybody knows that you pee in her butt and then she gets pregnant. Exactly how my uncle taught me. Because he teaches sex education in a class to students. On a private tropical island. Peas in your ass. I'm a some dude and this action was performed by me. Please contact your mother if you have any questions or concerns. What is Mommy Pig's job? We know that Daddy Pig is an architect, but I've always wondered what Mommy Pig's job is. Is she an author? In one episode, Pepper asks her what do you do, and she responds, I work on my computer. OnlyFans. What's this region called? Nagasaki 2.0. Please be careful, my uncle joined the army with his best friend. He had to watch him get hit and killed with a grenade. Womp womp. Bro was born in 2026. Bro missed everything. Bro is not even 24 hours old yet. Yesterday is older than bro. Bro is class of 2044. Bro is going to learn about covered in history. No usernames left for bro. Bro's childhood is going to be artificial intelligence. My girlfriend younger than bro. Since we know Epstein didn't want black victims or clients, Diddy rose up to supply the market with that niche. Justin, Epstein refers to Diddy as his competition in new batch of Epstein files. How often do you sleep naked? Not since the cat discovered my exposed pee. Girls with nose piercings wear your lat. Looking for PPL to masturbate and trading pics. Ask me anything and then edit the question to make me look like I'm bad at the game or a horrible person. How many hospitals have you bombed? 80. Rookie numbers. I show up as your nurse. Do you feel safe? If I was paralyzed from the neck down, I would still get up and walk to another hospital. Why is it easy to stay thin in Japan? That's easy. The last time there was a fat man in Japan, a whole city disappeared. A man committed suicide at an Olive Garden in Pennsylvania last Friday. He dipped his entire head in a deep fryer in front of other employees and customers. If you or anyone needs help, the suicide crisis number is 988. Olive Garden worker dies by deep fryer suicide in front of staff. At least he died surrounded by family. Imagine the Olympics, but instead of it being world-class athletes, it's just random people who get selected. Like you get a letter informing you've been selected for the national gymnastics team and you just have to do it. It'd be so much more entertaining. Would you get a choice of sport, because I can't swim and would drown if I got picked for swimming? Your sacrifice would be worth it after entertaining the masses. Women in 1400s, I think. The church. TBF ever since we started listening to women, the world has gotten worse and worse. Tell me I'm wrong. I have cancer, so I jumped on the opportunity. 1 month man. The first New Yorker to get one of these has the opportunity to do the funniest thing of all time. The world's first flying car has been approved and is taking pre-orders at $300,000. 1,000 pounds. Sister star Tammy Slaton comes out as pansexual. Tammy Slaton, one of the stars of 1,000 pounds. Licking the pans clean doesn't count as pansexual. What's a turn on for people, but a turn off for you? Getting called daddy. That shit makes me uncomfortable as fuck. What about father? Oh, don't stop parental figure. Parents. So, do you have a girlfriend? Me. No. Yes. I don't want to talk about it. Mom. Dad. I count that as a win. I don't care. Parents. So, do you have a girlfriend? Me. Look, mom and dad. I'm twice as tall as both of you and I'm white. You haven't even told me I'm adopted yet and you're asking me if I have a girlfriend? We need a third party so bad. I'm tired of voting between Baal and Moloch. United States 2040 elections. Baal party. Moloch party. We need a Baphomet party. People who stand up immediately after the plane lands, even though you are 30 rows deep. Why? I have always had this problem. Premature evacuation. Border patrol. Booty patrol. Both looking for Latinus, but for different reasons. Where did you learn those moves? Watching porn. It would have been a lot funnier with inverted roles, as she does a lot more than him. North Korea has sent another 600 balloons filled with rubbish into South Korea. Looks like a penis is pointing right at his face. This guy literally dressed like his dead mom to get her $61 pension per year. Mom. Son. This guy literally dressed like his dead mom to get her $61,000 pension per year. He looks more like his mom than his mom. At least you have good personality. But I can't stick my personality up her ass. This is wild. Snorlax voted sexiest woman of 2023. Readers added context they thought people might want to know. This is not Snorlax. The person pictured is in fact Gorlock the Destroyer. High thought. This picture makes me believe that he could be Phineas' father, and that explains why Phineas is so inventive, and oh my god. She got the Doofendic. People who sleep with their phone on silent or DND really don't give a f about nobody's life. Look, if you decide to have a problem after midnight, that's between you and God TBH. I spent 2 minutes staring at this wondering how I could set my phone to Dungeons and Dragons. Picasso's self-portrait at ages 18, 25, and 90. Gonna say it. Picasso did not age well. My mother sent me this. Pikachu is riding your children. Pineapple goes on pizza just like tongues go into assholes. It's not for everybody, but those who enjoy it are a bit more sophisticated. I can't believe you would compare something so wonderful to something as revolting as pineapple pizza. Oh, great idea, no need to take pee breaks while gaming. Just gotta open up my desk drawer and do a stanky. Imagine you got a shit, then you open the piss drawer filled with so golden delight with sharticles floating on it. Then you take a massive dump, and then the piss broth splashes on your balls and ass, and then you giggle, and pull up your pants, and continue number 1 victory royale. Never type again. How I play with my period clots in the shower. Give me back my placenta. This is what the doctors do to your hemorrhoid. Seriously, what's with Nintendo Switch graphics? It's a handheld system. You can literally put it in your back pocket. I can put my cock and balls in my back pocket, but they can't run Mortal Kombat. Honey. The Magikarp outfit stays on. Magikarp, you splash. Then you struggle. You cry. It's super erective. Nigga, that is shit from a butt. Gave a homeless person some midday and gave me a meteorite. A portal for your mom. Nice. My mom died 5 years ago. I can't wait to see her again. Thank you. Oh. The moment during sex when you feel her sweat dripping on your back. Wait, what position is this? What did you do to improve quality of sex? Decided to stop sleeping with my patients and find a wife instead. Vastly improved the Google reviews of my veterinary practice too. Dog, what? Exactly. 3 levels. Easy. Medium. Hard. Harder the challenge, bigger the prize. I can do each level with one hand. I practiced on my mom. It hasn't reached her yet. What's wrong if she was pregnant? She gonna pregnant in future then, why not in present? What's the worst possible response to I'm pregnant? Not for long. Naive, stupid, and gullible teenager would have believed that darker skin, brown, black, was a result of anal pregnancy. I had straight A's, but a total fucking idiot. Point of view, the guy who discovered men can't get pregnant explaining how he knows. The one who discovered the right age of pregnancy. Self-driving cars aren't even hard to make, laughing out loud, just program it not to hit stuff. If going to hit stuff, don't. My drunk dad. Stay down. Final warning. 10-year-old me guarding my sister's bedroom. I can do this all day. Ain't nobody jetting that coochie but me. Man arrested for masturbating, mixing semen in ice cream. Extra protein ice cream. I once read that we should say to our kids, you must be so proud of yourself, instead of, I'm so proud of you, because they'll grow up intrinsically motivated, rather than motivated only to please others. My parents only said that when I fucked up. You're old, but are you this old? The porn station portable. Wife remarries her husband as she falls in love with him again after losing her memory. I'm still worthy. That's not cute. Do you know how hard you have to punch someone for them to lose their memory? Blessed Queen. The gun is very nice, dearie, but I think I'm going to stick to the car crash. Oxford student too bright for prisoners spared jail for stabbing boyfriend. So, she's single? My brother in Christ, you cannot fix her. Sorry, but you have to pick one. Your pet dies 40%. 10 random children die 60%. As a person who doesn't own any pets, picking the 10 random kids to die was an easy choice. Uck. Enna. A. Ton GHT. Luck be in the air tonight. Well, I definitely guessed that answer horribly wrong. What is an early YouTube video you still quote? My wife is making me do this stupid parade. Someone kill me now please. Is this real? Yeah, you can tell it's a tweet from the 60s because of the aging. Grown men, why are you still playing video games? Same reason you wear makeup. Nice little escape from reality. How can you eat these precious creatures? Is this rhetorical, or are you looking for recipes? What do you hate seeing in porn? My reflection, when the screen goes dark. Bro, it took Sonic fans 3 decades to simp over the actual humans in this franchise. I refuse to believe this is Chris's mum. Sonic. Chris. Mom. Just got accepted into Harvard University. Congratulations. I'm delighted to inform you that the Committee on Admissions has admitted you to the Harvard College class of 2023. Yes. See you in September. Who said I was gonna accept? Use your imagination. What does this look like? Or what can this look like? A shitted on wall. What was your worst sexual experience? Met a girl for a one night stand. She seemed normal until we started having sex. Then she begged me to let her poop while she sucked my dick. At first I thought she was joking. But no, dead serious. I'd like to say that I noped out of there. But she was fucking hot, and I was horny, and she was ready to dismantle our entire session over this. So I just let her do her thing. I felt so gross afterwards that I ghosted her though. What a horrible day to be able to read. Jesus. Do Muslims eat pork chops when they play Minecraft? Mayo, I'm Muslim, and I deadass asked this question to my homie while playing when I was like 13 good times. Wait. A homie asked me that when he was 13. I thought you overdosed on drugs. Oh, okay, no, wrong person. Palpatine reveals himself. Anakin, I must show you what the Jedi have been hiding from you. Removes robes. I thought Windu was the only one with a purple lightsaber. Found this in my backyard. Does funny things to my camera when I open it. 2109. Tiny radioactive cylinder lost in Wa, sparking urgent public health warning. Why do guys slap their dick on a vagina before putting it in? See if a roach come out. Male 28, the Lord already roasted me to give you low hanging fruit. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Normalize this by age 25. Wake up at 4 AM, 4 hours of deep work. Cook your own food. Keep your life private. Spend 1 hour in the gym. Sleep 7 to 8 hours daily. Meditation 15 minutes plus. What else would you add? 270 minutes of vegging. Taking a bath while on my period, so I know what a blood-hungry shark that just killed its prey feels like. Are you gonna sell the water? They treat you like you're their slave. 5 girls live above me and they treat me like I'm their dad. Hey, could you salt the driveway sometime before it starts snowing, please? I bet if he replied with something like, hey Mallory, I'll salt the driveway right after I've salted the back of your throat, if you know what I mean. They would never ask him to do anything again. When he tries to act nonchalant, but I've literally seen his kids. Scene 8, same thing. Boat. Land. No one in this world is satisfied. There's also the potential for food, for whoever is the strongest. What do Americans exactly do in schools? Can you name any country on this map? If it wasn't for school shootings, nobody would believe Americans went to schools. Pof, you walk past your old elementary school and realize how beautiful the time was. Then you get charged for looking at little kids. If school was a game, what would be some loading screen tips? Remember to stay behind cover and only move during enemy reloads. I got my hamster pregnant. Very cool. Inspirational comment. What the fuck? Why a hamster? Why not like a rat or a dog or just anything that's sexier than a hamster? How important is sex to you in a relationship? Depends on the relationship. With my mom, very important. With my dad, not so important. Yeah, sex is cool, but have you ever had your dad say he's proud of you? Only when we are having sex. How do I tell my girlfriend that she smells? She doesn't normally smell. And she is very clean. Showers twice a day. And cares a lot about her appearance, etc. I type this as I lie next to her in bed, actually feeling a bit sick at her smell. The smell has only started the last couple of days, and it is fairly strong. I know she will probably get offended because of her frequent showering. I nearly said something last night, but held my tongue as we have both had a heavy week with our jobs. Any advice is appreciated. Plot twist, girlfriend is dead. I didn't notice at first cause the sex was the same, but then I noticed the dishes started piling up. Reply with a Thanos quote that can be used during sex. I'm sorry little one. How it feels to compete against 40 years old men for girls my age. Not gonna lie, if you lose to a 40-year-old man maybe she wasn't yours in the first place. Dead inside but still horny. I'll have to wait for you to be dead on the outside too. The 21-year-old cashier at Bass Pro Shop watching as I place the cheapest shotgun and a singular shell down on the counter. Why not get the most expensive one that you have to finance? I mean, it's not like it's gonna be your problem anymore. Pick a superpower and someone else picks the side effects. Hi. Lung cancer, breast cancer, prostate cancer, colorectal cancer, skin cancer, melanoma cancer, bladder cancer, kidney cancer, pancreatic cancer, liver cancer, stomach cancer, esophageal cancer, brain cancer, ovarian cancer, cervical cancer. What are some signs that girls give to boys that they like them that are obvious to girls but totally not obvious to boys? Aggressively masturbating beside them. Wait, so my grandma likes me. What was the funniest thing you've ever said/heard during sex? My boyfriend wiped a little cum on my forehead and said Simba. A single man over 30 with no kids is a major red flag. A single mom with 3 kids wrote this. A 500-year-old skeleton was found in London wearing thigh-high leather boots. Her name is Madonna. Show some respect. He did it. He defeated the woke. His best Charlie Kirk impersonation. How to safely crack your lower back. I did this to my wife and she's sleeping very well. It's been 3 days since she last woke up. A slutty 7 is hotter than a 10 who only does missionary. Change my mind. I don't know, man. 7 years old is a bit too young in my opinion. Anthrosnakes meeting a non-anthrosnake. Wait, was that snakes? Snape. Best way to make a child stop crying? Shotguns. For the first time since I met my wife, I've fallen in love with another woman. She's gorgeous, and we have insane chemistry. The only thing stopping me is that she's never seen Star Trek, and I can't bear the thought of going through every episode of Voyager again. May divorce be with you. We were so poor growing up, my dad had to keep my sister pregnant so we could have fresh milk. Bonus, you get to enjoy a juicy steak every year. Spanish Carnival pays tribute with troupe of Stephen Hawking's. Fortnite, when they release a free skin. Shakespeare. Socrates you. Lol, my neighbor's kid died exactly because of this. I hit a wall with a scooter inside, and it dropped the TV on him. You killed your neighbor's kid and you say lol. It was by mistake, also not directly, he died from internal bleeding officially. I really hope this is a bad joke. No, but it's okay. Overly performative types failing to understand what a simple kill yourself can do. What does kill yourself mean? Know your strengths. My batchmate is getting married next month to our professor. Campus placement for real. If they made Supergirl look like this, the movie might actually be good. Designed for modern audiences. Designed for actual fans. Ain't she like 16 or something? She ain't even human, brother, she Kryptonian. It is different age of consent over there. Brother is in the Kryptonian files. Do I have something here? There's an artsy logo on it. Please help. We got this, and wondering if we has any value? I don't see a swastika anywhere. I also cannot see it. Really? It's right there. What the hell are you referring to? Your profile picture is sitting on you like this. What is your reaction? Oh god. Oh fuck. Oh god. Oh fuck. I had a friend that tore his sack open. Why? Did you get a taste before they had to stitch it back? Non meme pugnara sense of valor. Do not unsheath me without reason. Do not wield me without valor. New idea for a cock tattoo. I'm 20. I actually officially never got to experience teenage love. I hate the I missed out on teenage love crowd. No you didn't, you can still date teenagers. He made a statement so horrific his gang crucified him. I hate the I missed out on teenage love crowd. No you didn't, you can still date teenagers. Makes me feel a little better. If you ever feel dumb, just know that when my friend was 14 she went to a psychiatrist because she had a voice in her head. It was her brain, like literally just her thoughts. She thought that she was the only person who had the ability to think for 14 years. Oh thank god, I must be extra normal because I have 3 of those. Put the tinfoil in the microwave for a couple of minutes to warm it up. Keep those toes extra warm. A bullied teen gave cupcakes to her tormentors. Then she revealed the secret ingredient was semen. They had it coming. Can I touch you? Blind teen journalist asks Putin for permission to touch him. You are very handsome. In Mother America you don't touch president. President touches you. Quantum physics says you never actually touch anything. Electromagnetic forces create the feeling of touch. So no officer, I did not punch that child. Trans Filipino prostitutes and Thailand boys clash in huge turf war. Transformers vs Decepticons. Tree. Be me. Tree spawn inside me. Oh damn. Be me. Tree spawns inside me. MFGFGHHHJHHHH. Epstein Library. Are you 18 years of age or older? Yes. No. If you say no it takes you to a sign up page for a free trip to an island. Ain't no way I found this shit at Goodwill today. The lion doesn't wait 18 years. Isn't the lion an apex predator? In the office, the Oval Office, the pedo tweets tonight. If you were able to design penis 2.0, what would you change? It will go flaccid and retract into the pelvis if there are STDs within 5 feet. Family gatherings are going to be awkward. Uranium has about 18 billion calories per gram, so eating a grams of uranium is technically enough food to last you for the rest of your life. That statement is technically correct in more than one way. If animals can talk, everybody would become vegan. I mean humans can talk, but that doesn't stop me. Do you know the best part about eating vegetables? The moaning. They never complain. The vet said my cat has been licking his penis more than usual. His own penis, not the vet's. Just found out today that moths can make their genitals vibrate to throw off a bad sonar. We can too, you're just not skilled yet. Me helicoptering my dick so the cops can't triangulate my cell phone signal. Just found out today that moths can make their genitals vibrate to throw off a bad sonar. We can too, you're just not skilled yet. Me helicoptering my dick so the cops can't triangulate my cell phone signal. This horse has less genetic diversity than an English bulldog. I thought you were going to say an English village. I was wondering why that lady was barking at me. I can see your cock and balls whenever you walk through the X-ray scanner. What smell ruined 6? Washed anus. The head of Abraham Lincoln's wax sculpture has melted off due to the heat wave in Washington, D.C. He's just reenacting the night at the theater, don't worry. Spend a night with Sydney Sweeney or become Spider-Man and gain all his powers. I'm shooting webs either way. Women were able to reproduce without men a long time ago through a process called parthenogenesis. Only black women, though the female mitochondria, unlike male mitochondria, is the only mitochondria that can reproduce itself sexually, not no hermaphrodite or none of that asexual bullshit. There were all females on the planet at one time. Imagine buying an expensive stroller for an ugly baby. With this reasoning, your mom must have pushed you around in a wheelbarrow. Cold-blooded 23-year-old chopped off 55-year-old boyfriend's head after 2 months of dating, left his decapitated body in her home. Man, I just opened Reddit. Love seeing women in male-dominated fields. What should I add to this map? It's feli. Love. Honestly though, this gave me an idea. Epstein Island. If my girlfriend turned into a worm, I'd build her a worm sanctuary and take care of her. I'd repeatedly cut her in half, multiplying her until I have enough biomass to mold her into a pocket pussy and fuck her. Girls be like, oopses. And then blame it on their zodiac, like, oh sorry I'm an asparagus. Diary of a wimpy kid actor sentenced to life in prison for killing mother. Zooinomama. Casper Foursquare Church. Using a condom is doubting God's power. Just roar and let God protect you. Roar for Jesus. Teacher, this test isn't that hard. The test. 11. A. What is Shrek like? B. He is very A. Attractive. B. Handsome. C. Good-hearted. D. Well built. He can use me like the slut I am. E. Hung. Shrek is hung. Finer, you are on public forum. What stays in bed, stays in bed. Most women involuntarily shit themselves during childbirth. How many do it voluntarily? Just your mother. She wanted to produce at least one thing that wasn't going to be an utter disappointment. Fun fact, both Barbie and Oppenheimer dropped their first product in Japan. My old family home. There's a lot of furry friends laid to rest in this yard. For a second I thought you said there's a lot of furries laid to rest in this yard. We kept those in the cellar. Trying to sleep with boobs is so hard. I just wanna be comfy, but no. I can't name one good use for these massive boobs. Try having to walk around with a giant dick all day. My legs are bruised from the constant smacking back and forth when I walk. You just won $19 million, but your dad left leg cost $18 million. What you doing? My dad was cremated, so that's not his leg. When you're railing a chick and her dad walks in. You're next, pal. I would never call my dad pal. Wait. Do they literally sell GPUs in the black market? Everything is sold on the black market. Not my kidney. Not yet. How do you take your cold beverages? Chilled in container. With ice. In chilled glass. Up my ass. What the actual fuck? What's what the actual fuck? Why the anal fuck? This pharmacy I found in Lower Arkansas. Pharmacy. Where you go to get your shots. You smashing or not? Yes. No. Portable. Does she leave a snail trail when she gets wet? She ain't gonna be able to walk after I'm done with her. Her husband's body count is maybe 1/2. This the XL fleshlight. Now who's gonna stop me? A bite from the Brazilian wandering spider can cause an erection that lasts for several hours. Glad this was cut from No Way Home. What if food had sexes? Well, I don't fuck my food except dead babies. Gamers in 20 years when their child gets an A+ instead of an SS tier. My Argentinian grandfather says he was an SS tier, I think. Any ideas on how to make this mob grind look more aesthetically pleasing? Make a second one next to it. Ottoman Balkans. 1453. Ottoman Asia. Ottoman Empire in Europe. Ottoman Empire in Asia. Constantinople. Error, Istanbul Kun. Irony is he lost 2 balls chasing 1 ball. Some guy eating twice as much meat, so a vegan out there doesn't make any difference. Me eating salad twice as hard to even him out again. Me buying twice as many slaves to undo the work of one anti-slavery activist. Greg will not stop referring to his testicles as Gregsticles. How do I discourage him from this behavior? Greg has been muted. Male Redditors of Reddit, have you ever shown your best friend your penis? If so, why? We were at a party with 30 or so guys and we all took turns. 2 people walk into the bathroom and smallest dick leaves. The last man standing wins. You are gifted $1 million to start your own company, but you have to name it after your username. What does your company do? Well, fuck. Last night I Fanta orange your sister. Joke on you, my sister is dead. That makes it more tempting. Jesus Christ, she died as a baby. Curious boy nearly dies after sticking 53 magnetic balls up penis. Well, now he knows his limit is 52. An OnlyFans star was kicked out of the supermarket for her skimpy outfit. Well, it's not like she could buy much with her OnlyFans earnings anyway. Why did the sperm cross the road? Okay, I'm intrigued. Why? Because I put the wrong socks on this morning. What's your fantasy threesome? Me, my bathtub and my toaster. iPhones are so nice without the case. Everything feels nice without protection. Imagine pushing an old man out of your vagina. Direct message me if you wanna do more than imagine. How do I delete someone else's comment? Notice how every girl on BuzzFeed has a nose ring, because no one will put one on their finger. This is how we turned on our computers in the 2000s. I still do this. Anyone else lick the button afterwards? I dip my fries in. You can't say deodorant. Butthole sweat. Would you rather catch your partner kissing someone else or find a dead body in your attic? 1. The kiss is due to them being wasted. They would never do it sober. 2. You don't know where the body came from, but you know it wasn't you or your partner. Catch my partner kissing. Find a dead body in my attic. Dead body in the attic would be horrifying. That's not where I left it. At home dick measuring kit. Above here, good ha. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. 1 inch long, 7 inches wide. Hoes call me the plate. Amaranth revealed she has late stage ovarian failure. Explain in League of Legends terms. The minions are no longer spawning. Been using the same one for 4 years. I don't know what the big deal is. How many people have you slept with? 0.5. You cut her in half. No, I found her like that. Did you know a swarm of piranhas can devour a small child down to the bone in under 30 seconds? Okay. Anyway, I got fired from the aquarium today. Remember, there's a reason behind the hardship you're experiencing. Your poor life choices. Land puppy, sea puppy, sky puppy. But everything changed when the fire puppy attacked. Atheists, if Jesus is not real then please explain this. That's what it looks like when I get cream peed. Blow my mind. If you cut the head off a giraffe, due to the amount of blood pressure, the resulting spurt of blood would shoot 3 meters in the air. Ferb, I know what we are going to do today. How many toes you got? You mean in my mouth or? Blocked, have a horrible day. What can you say during sex, but also at a family dinner? Doesn't smell as nice, but tastes great nonetheless. 10 out of 10 as always grandma. My teacher accidentally called me by my corn name in class today. Where's your homework come Duzzler 69? We ride together. We fry together. Bad mice for life. Career tip #345. The smaller the beanie, the higher your position will be on the socio-economic ladder. Wear the beanie for the job you want, not the one you have. Creative director, software engineer, UX designer. Barista, mixologist, high-end retail. Construction worker, forklift operator, kitchen staff. Looking for work, gamer, drug dealer. Wow, that explains why Jewish people so successful. Blursting gagment. Or sucks hand. Your username is now your pornster name. How successful is your OnlyFans? Taxidermied minors. Please give me the burger, I promise I will. I will not fuck the burger, I am just hungry in a non-sexual sense. Me, after giving it back, what are you talking about? Your burger always had mayo on it. A 76-year-old woman was pecked to death by her pet rooster. Woman killed by cock would have been a better headline. Died being relentlessly pounded by cock. Very important question. Cats or dogs? Cats are a bit more tender, dogs kinda taste like chicken. It depends on how I'm feeling really. No way bottom left's head isn't edited. I refuse to believe that exists. The Crimson Chin wants to speak to you. I brought a hammer to the office to hang a whiteboard. I left it in my laptop bag and forgot to take it out at home. Days later my boss came up behind me, asked, "Do we have a hammer in the office?" Without thinking, I reached into my bag and handed him the hammer, still looking at the computer screen. A few seconds later I realized my boss was still standing behind me. I turned around and he was just standing there staring at the hammer. He said, "Seriously? You carry a hammer with your laptop? Are you a serial killer?" Only when people don't give me raises. Do girls really think guys wipe their penis after they pee? I mean, I wipe mine after I pee. Gotta make sure I get the last drop, so it doesn't end up in my boxers. What do you do at a urinal? Wipe it on the guy next to me. Vaporizing chicken in acid. This is great info. How much would someone need for a chicken that's roughly 180 pounds? My wife is a nurse and this is her lunchbox. Human organ for transplant. It's all fun and games until little Sissy dies on the operating table because her body rejected the bologna sandwich transplant. Just found out hamsters literally can hibernate, and my 6 different hamsters that I thought died in the winter that I buried were probably alive. Mine was shivering, so I put it in the microwave and it exploded. My mom was crying as she scraped hamster guts off the walls. Give him a rap name. 21 Sandwich. A big titty goth girlfriend. I don't get why you would want big tits, they are just flesh pillows. Don't forget, you can start late, start over, be unsure, try and fail, and still succeed. That is very situational though. A drawing, yes. Surgery, no. All fun and games till you grab the dildo instead of the gun to defend your home. What the home intruder doesn't know is I'll get less time for sexual assault than I will for murder. Is this physique attainable at age 81? Bro has more abs than years to live left. Jeff Bezos realizing that he can change his gender and become the richest woman in the world. Then he marries Elon Musk, divorces him, get half of his money, changes gender again and boom, he's the richest man in the world. I'm screenshotting this to a Rule 34 artist. Chose one mask to wear, and you gain all of the abilities from the character who wears it. Just to be sure, if I pick Batman's mask, do I become rich? No, you become an orphan. Thanks for the dinner. You're welcome, Timothy. What did you get? Diarrhea. If you have to name your genital a movie, what would it be? Stuart Little. Why did you wipe your cum all over my squishmallows? Who are you? Great, he came all over my squishmallows and gave me a fake number. Sorry. You once in your lifetime imagined having sex with your teacher. Until we meet again. I don't have a teacher, I'm homeschooled. I know his tongue be counting the individual eggs in Susan's ovaries. Reed, please stop doing that, I beg you. I'm estimating scale here, but... Dear God. That could be dozens of asteroids, minutes, maybe seconds away. It took everything you had just to hold back one. We can't. We have to, honey. We do what we can. If Eco is EI's daughter, then what's name of Raiden's daughter? Ah yes, Generation Z can make arts of families, but can never make a family themselves in real life. I was supposed to be father before my fiancé with our child got hit by a truck. Shut the fuck up. Where can I adopt a wolf? Easy enough to pick one up in the wild. Head on out to the woods, strip down, smear peanut butter on your nads, and I bet you'll conjure yourself up a wolf or two in no time at all. Or am I thinking of bears? Either way, let us know how you get on. It's a knife holder. Everyone's a knife holder if you try hard enough. Me calls my mom my friends in the back. Harder, senpai. Me acts like it's a call, but in reality I'm recording, so I can factor the moans later. Bro can hear the TV on 0 volume. Bro tracks the food delivery guy without an app. What is the best reply to I fucked your mom? I don't think necrophilia is something to brag about. Putting the fun in funeral. Putting the D in deceased. Jesus fucking Christ. I, 21, have a micropenis. I'm pretty depressed about it. Maybe there's a girl out there with a micro vagina. There technically is, but that's illegal. Oh. Do you ever wonder how many houses you've passed in your lifetime that have people locked in the basement? Well, I fucking do now. Fuck you. This is Carl. Carl fucking hates you because you are awful in every single way possible. Carl is right. You are a perfect example of everything wrong with society. That won't stop me from yelling racial slurs at minorities for no reason. My boyfriend's fridge sent help. He's making sure his dad can never leave. When you invite your Tinder date for some Netflix and chill, and she asks what you will watch. A show called Eat My Dick. Cuts of the D and consumes it. Hey, that's pretty good. The love of your life will appear in front of you unexpectedly. Now. And henceforth the cookie decreed, fuck the duck. Everything reminds me of her. What do you think about male birth control pills? Shooting blanks on purpose. Sign me up. Makes more sense to unload the gun than to put on a bulletproof vest. I'm unloading my gun as we speak. Democracy in a nutshell. Who should play Snow White? Gal Gadot 3%. Ana de Armas 2%. Rachel Zegler 1%. Terry Crews 93%. Take notes Hollywood, this is how you improve a movie with race swapping. Fuck it, if we gonna do it, we gonna do it big, then make Gal Gadot the prince who rescues a distressed Terry Crews. Change nothing else about the roles. I'll buy that for $1. You are stuck in an elevator with the person on your lock screen. Who are you stuck with? Spider-Man eating onion ring. Perfect. You have rations. Wife and kids. I have rations too. Me love some baby back ribs. Your Kentucky Derby horse name is a symptom of one of your mental illnesses plus the last thing you ate. Dementia Berger. 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 Imagine being so horny that you think married people have sex. I will point out that, as a married woman, I'm having sex more regularly than I did when I was single. Does your husband know? If you see a bulge in a conservative woman's pants, it's a gun. If you see a bulge in a liberal woman's pants, it's a penis. Either way, it's going in my mouth. Great, now I want to fuck a spider. Go to Australia, the spiders are big enough to fuck. I thank you, my dude. Except for the fact that it's spiders who does the fucking. Exactly. On today's reasons to be happy. Taylor 23. Plus size. 5 feet 11. If you white, it's an automatic no. If you Hispanic, it's a maybe. If you black, it's an automatic yes. Sounds like she's shopping in the 1800s. Do you think the Queen has ever sucked dick? Not sure about the whole band, but Freddie Mercury definitely did. Dear editors, what innocent search on Google turned out to be porn? Well, when Pokemon X and Y came out, some issues happened when kids went on Google and typed Pokemon X videos without specifying what exactly they were looking for. What's the difference between depression and your ex? Depression fucks you harder. I didn't beat depression. Study shows that 4/5 people suffer from diarrhea, that one person who enjoys it. I love it when people take a smelly poop at my home. It's not because I like the smell or anything, I'm not that type of weird. But when they take that dump and realize, oh fuck, this smells, and they have to leave the bathroom and look me in the eyes, that's power. For the rest of the time they are at my house, they are constantly anxious about the smell of their poop, and it takes any stress off of me. I can do anything awkward, but it won't matter. The stench of their shit is lurking in the background all the time. They are my poop prisoner. Calm down there, Satan. Montclair teen's quick thinking saves her and niece from home invasion suspect. Mom, I'm gonna call 911. He is inside, Mom, he's gonna hear me. You call or come home or something, Mom. Her mom really hit her with K. Cool idea, but historically I don't think Lincoln was the best at stopping bullets. What is school? Netflix. I don't care what they tell you in school, Cleopatra was black. I'm with the dummy. I don't care what they tell you in school, but Hitler was a black gay Jew furry in a wheelchair. Soldier, mean Farah, we present you our new V2 rockets that will bring us victory. Hitler, you woo. What's this? Nuzzles rocket, that's a hot load. I might not be able to take it, blushes. Not my proudest fap. Are you single? Yes, my boyfriend died. I want to go deeper in you than his grave. Someone on my street just got run over. Strike. Bro, if you want modern furniture, go to IKEA, don't ruin vintage. No, she bought it so it's hers, and she can do whatever she wants with it. That's what they said about slaves, didn't make it right though. How the did you bring slaves into a conversation about a thrifted table? I think my parents are doing the nasty. We are camping in a trailer and I feel the whole camper shaking. I hear moaning, whispering, and I hear wet noises, and I do not like it. I'm not a man of God, but help me Lord. Knock on the door and say you had a nightmare and that you want to sleep in their bed. Player 3 has entered the game. Please wake up, you've been in a coma for years. This would be the worst thing to hear. No, the worst thing would be Whis wake up daddy you woo. I will hand deliver an express ticket to hell directly up your ass if you ever say that again. You can upgrade one organ in your body. What's it do now? Well, since I was born deaf, you could imagine that it's an easy answer for me. I would love to have a bigger dick. Hell yeah, Robo Doges. You can only pick one. Choose wisely. Dog girl girlfriend, sh loves you. Robot dog army, are loyal you. But robo dogs don't have a mouth. If someone dared you to get naked in truth or dare, what would you do? Tell my uncle that I don't want to play this game anymore. Listen up, team. I'm sending you on Earth. But without wings. So no one suspects you are angels. I saw an angel eat a child. An estimated 4% of the internet is porn. It's all porn if you have the right attitude. 1. Take a hot bath. 2. Increase the temperature 1 degree Celsius per hour. 3. Slowly get used to hotter temperature so that you don't notice it anymore. 4. After some days, become able to swim into lava. After some days, turn into human soup. After some more days, a homeless family thanks God and the Salvation Army for their soup and eat their first meat in days. Is it true that boys remember compliments for a really long time because they don't get them often? My homie's grandma always said I had that good long dick, and honestly that got me through my teen years. Does penis taste the same across race? Does a black man's penis taste the same as a Mexican man's penis? Or is it a difference between race/ethnicity? Is every penis different tasting regardless of race/ethnicity? Turns hat backwards. Let's do this. I wanna be the very best. Like no one ever was. 3 boys let a black widow spider bite them hoping to become Spider-Man. Instead they became Uncle Ben. Britain has Emma Watson. America has Selena Gomez. Israel has Gal Gadot. Your country has the highest suicide ratio in Europe. Kang's penis is too big. The average gorilla penis is like 1.2 inches and a gorilla is about 5 feet 9 tall. 5 feet 9 equals 69 inches. 69 equals height and penis equals 1.2. Penis divided by height equals 0.017 inches of penis per inch of height. Assuming Kang is 50 feet, his erect penis would be roughly 10 inches. Edit. Well, got an award for measuring King Kang's dick. Thanks for that. This woman just came and bought $300 worth of fireworks, and I was being nice and said, "Do I planning a big BBQ?" And she said, "No, my son has muscular dystrophy and was supposed to die by 18. We are celebrating his 40th birthday tomorrow. He likes fireworks, wow." For a second I thought they were gonna blow up the sun. Send him out in a bang. Literally. Had to double check the subreddit halfway through the post. What is the best way to forget about porn? As most psychologists will tell you, the best way to quit porn is to replace porn with something else. Find a different stress reliever. It's impossible to quit porn if you don't find a substitute. I tried gaming and now addicted porn and gaming. Things you can say about your pizza, but not your significant other. Gotta love all that red sauce. You have a really cute smile. AWW, thank you so much. I definitely let you hold my hand. But only if later you let me hold your heart. That was so cute, WTF. You down? Yeah lol. Excellent. Bwahahaha. What was her reaction op? Pussy closed like a Venus flytrap. When you open incognito for the 7th time today and your meat takes a few minutes to rise up. I understand, my child. All of that for a drop of blood. How do I get this to stop? Turn on the burner. Every woman's biggest nightmare is late marriage. Mine is sitting on a toilet and a hidden snake attacks my vagina, but okay. It's been 5 years. I thank God for my life. Cops beat up teen after bank teller mistakes his erection for a pistol. So why did he walk into a bank with an erection? He wanted to make a deposit, but it was the wrong bank. Damn. Brother got fucked by a gas pump. My daughter just killed her first sim. I'm so proud of her. My parents got angry when I made a gay couple in Sims 3D, and then I had to kill one by starving it in a doorless room. What would be the worst job to do naked? Mall Santa. Guys, he did not ghost, he was just dead. I feel so much better right now, like rest in peace, but I thought it was an issue. He sorted it, ghost her. Playing video games, start thinking about how I am circumcised. Cannot play game because I'm too angry. How do I cope with this? Steal someone else's foreskin and wear it like a shirt around Pippi. Good in goodbye, lie in believe, over in lovers, end in friend, if in life and possible in impossible. There is fun in funeral. There is raven grave. Eat in death. Is it one of those games where you can use your controller with one hand? No, controller in the butt. Get the vibes while your hands are free for Doritos and choking the chicken. This is peak degeneracy. I fear for you that you could even imagine this. Imagine? I'm calling the police. I'm once again cleaning human bones. As a job or a hobby? Why isn't he answering? You look like if John Wick was a gay fitness instructor from the 1970s. What did Bill and Steve say to each other? Wrong answers only. Steve, why did you name your company after your dick? Laughs. Bill, turns out an apple doesn't keep the doctor away, does it? Laughs harder. I had cancer and got really skinny for a while. Everyone kept asking me my secret and then got all offended / told me it wasn't funny when I told them cancer. It was the truth though. Cancer treatment will make you drop weight like no tomorrow. I'm back to a healthy weight now, 10 years later. What type of cancer do you recommend? Here is a code that only parents will know. GYAITMFHRNBIBYA. Oh, I thought for sure it was, give yogurt an improvement to make father hard. Really need big instrument between yearning asshole. My mom used to make me crush Viagra into my dad's after dinner yogurt, so he would feel up for banging her up there, but after they thought I went to sleep, I heard everything. Mom 19. Daughter 8. Father 57 years old. Have a good day at school, honey. You too, mom. The us is the world, there's no other country. The girl who said America is the only country in the world is the reason why aliens in the movies only attack Murica. Fact of the day, infants can only see red color. Fact of the day. According to scientific studies, red is the first color that a baby sees. Color red has the longest wavelength among the bevy of color gamut that point of view of a baby being tickled. So you're telling me that babies are always on 001 health? Yeah, pretty much. That becomes more and more obvious when you start dropping them. Porn stars of Reddit, what is your relationship with your family like? Well documented. The Beatles had a better submarine than the Ocean Gate Company. Welcome W home. strong language use of alcohol, partial nudity, mature humor. Plus domestic violence. Stepsister porn is everywhere, but you never see any adopted sister porn. I never thought about that. Maybe it is your chance to open a new market in the porn industry. Laughs nervously with 3 adopted sisters. Be the change you want to see. Mom, get the camera. What's something you can say during sex, but also while making a cup of tea? Nan always knows how I like it. Getting some late night grinding in. God gave him a whole pancreas, so he's using the whole pancreas. Can you just remember me when you get famous? Yes, B. I really didn't. He did what my dad didn't. He came back after 5 years. What's a kinky activity you've regretted implementing into your sex life? 3 kids later, I'm really rethinking this cream pea thing. This ain't Wednesday, this is Thursday. It's Black Friday. Hope you'll enjoy this as much as I did. After the ordeal of birth, an exhausted and starving Ariel proceeds to gorge herself on thousands of her own children. She secretly relishes the salty pop as they burst in her mouth. I'm gonna piss in the trash can and see where that gets me. Let me die in a war, please. Nobody. Teenagers in 1914, after looking at a poster. How it feels to chew 5 gum. The condition she found out about at 20 years old gives her plenty of unusual dilemmas to think about. Woman with 2 vaginas says she uses one for work and one for personal sex. My husband would pick me up like a bowling ball. Nice drawing. Did you know, if you eat enough human flesh your body will start adjusting to your change in diet and your body will start eating itself because it thinks that you're eating flesh. Drawings. Thanks for letting me burn eyeballs. I would jump into a industrial paper shredder so that there is a chance that my body is recycled into toilet paper that you might use. I'm an electrician, surrounded by men all day. One of them legitimately thought we peed out of our clitoris. He's in his 30s, married, and has kids. That's ridiculous. Pee is stored in the balls. Therefore women don't pee. Now it just seems that way. Their balls are on their chest, and, usually, much bigger, so they just don't have to go as often. You know how a camel only has to drink every couple weeks to refill its humps? Same thing, in reverse. Chesticles. Is it not true that, if you kill Santa you become Santa? Man, I have killed like 5 already and nothing but whatever. Mall Santas don't count. Dang it. Oh, and the man of the soil, what is your question? What's something that's okay to do in Minecraft, but not in real life? Killing tall black dudes for their balls. This one hits different. If you added "in my ass" to the title of the last song you listened to, what would it be? Boys from Oklahoma in my ass. And my college years. Elaborate. Image unrelated. Here you can see rare images of hand foreskin. I'm attracted to guys that are assholes. What's up, you stupid bitch? What is something you could say both at dinner and during sex? Time to put a load in the dishwasher. Amazon product you need. Does it come in black? Why? Because it's cheaper? Nah, it's so you don't notice the bruising. I was gonna say something messed up, then realized I've got nothing to top that. Like holy hell. My suicide would break my family's heart, that's the only reason I'm alive. Don't let your family stop you from pursuing your dreams, Bobby Gerald. Ash's final Pokemon episode. So what is his next adventure? The graveyard. No fences keeping those two apart. Reminds me of when I used to work in a prison. Today my psych professor said, you'll never truly know someone well enough to marry until you've seen them struggle financially, grieve a lost one, or witness them while they're sick. And that just hit really deep. Truly amazing advice. First date ideas: freeze their assets, kill one of their loved ones, poison their fucking dinner. Not even Superman himself could pull my tongue out of Lois Lane. Hope your family sees this comment. What would your mom say? Ain't no way. Breaking: Russia's biggest bank, Sberbank, has released a ChatGPT competitor called GigaChat. I tested GigaChat, still doesn't say the N-word to stop a terrorist from detonating nuke in New York's Broadway. Never mind, it does say the N-word if it's the trigger word to detonate the nuke. I thought the G-spot was where all the homies hung out at. I mean, technically it is, depending how you look at it. When a thief breaks into your house looking for money, I'll look with you. Looks like a nice set of organs just came in. How deep are you meant to go in the hole when wiping your ass? Second knuckle. Keanu Reeves. Aliens invade Earth tomorrow. They ask to meet with one rep for mankind, but not someone in the government. Who are we sending? Send me. I'll make sure they wipe us out. A happy meal. Part of a complete dinner. You animals, you know those fries lose 90% of their flavor once they go cold? What are you doing? They be sticking it up the ass to reheat it. Dying by heart attack while masturbating has to be one of the most embarrassing ways to go out. Have you ever heard the legendary tale of the guy who almost drowned in human shit? Could not be me, I'm eating my way out of there. How do I delete my brain? Is Canada that bad? They offered a veteran who asked for help with his PTSD to be euthanized. What the fuck? Scanning water on a copy machine. Top 5 life hacks for Africans. He could peg me with his nose. What a terrible day to know how to read. The absolute worst way to recreate a family photo. A family that comes together, sticks together. Tatiana Kozhevnikova unofficially owns the world's strongest vagina by virtue of her record for vagina weightlifting. She reportedly set the vagina weightlifting record by hoisting 31 pounds in 2009. Imogen SFW. How does one even discover they have such a talent? Maybe she went for a pee after 6 and realized that she accidentally carried her partner with her. Did you know your teeth got meat? Now you have to live with the fact that you got teeth meat and every time you brush you'll feel it. That is why I eat my own teeth. Boobs are baby milk vending machines. Adult men who find boobs sexual organs need psychological help. Laughing my ass off, lesbians love tits too, mate. Ha, does she expect someone not to fuck a vending machine? British professional boxer Tyson Fury claimed that masturbating 7 times a day is the secret to his boxing success. I should have won a lot of championships by now. I see no good reason why an actor of any race can't play any historical figure. It's acting. So you are good with this then, right? Mark Wahlberg is a Netflix original series. Muhammad Ali. All episodes May 20th. Yes. Ah yes. The legendary battle between Darth Diabetes and Obi-Wan Chromosome. If everyone with a sexually transmitted disease died right now, how long would it take for humans to start getting sexually transmitted diseases again? Someone will fuck a monkey the very next day, so one day, monkey would peel your dick like a banana. You did a great job, sir. This woman stole 5 eggs to feed her kids. Instead of arresting her, Tarrant police officer William Stacy brought her a truckload of groceries. Why is her baby on the floor playing with chemicals? A male ladybird can spend up to 4 hours mating with a dead female before realizing they are dead. We've all been there. Have you tried getting a job? Friends? I got runners in every city, brother. Don't be wasting my time. I got a real sloppy job from your mum and her boyfriend last night if that counts. Oh yeah, you kissed my mom. How did my cum taste? We are just supposed to Nancy Reagan it for a couple minutes before we touch bung. Ike's new $5 hot dog is 20 inches long. Does that change how we think about value food? Guys, he didn't ghost, he was just dead. I feel so much better right now, like rip, but I thought it was a me issue. So, he did ghost you. My cousin's hamster died while mating. I remember it so clearly because we were watching them bang, then all of a sudden the hamster just fell down on its back lifeless. Bro came and also left. This close to putting hot sauce on my toes. I forgot to give context for this. What context could you possibly give that would make this any better? My cat's biscuit and gravy are aggressive toe biters and they will stop at nothing to attain the experience of feet in their mouth. I like hot sauce. Can I suck on your toes? Bro. Like 10% maximum of the community is sexual, maybe less, like 5. Furry defender until I die. Why did your so break up with you? She disappeared after I started to take pills to treat schizophrenia. If Shaggy is Zeus, he will be coming back for that spider's ass. Only reason why he let it live. A clown doing Morse code with nose honks to inform you he's going to come, and then he comes, and it is just wet confetti. Do you think clown balls honk when you fondle them? What's worse than a wet handshake? The Holocaust. I gotta run to the store, can you guys watch the house? Oh god damn it. Anonymous testicle checking booth debuts in New Zealand. Anubis weighing my worth in the Hall of Mart. Glory hole but lawful good. What's the worst thing to say to the person next to you at a urinal? Nice watch. I can ruin this with a single comma. Nice watch. 90% of millennial couples look like this. I hate how painfully accurate this is. My most recent ex and me. If I fuck a man in the ass and that man is fucking a chick in the pussy, then technically I'm fucking the chick by wearing this man as my condom. Sir, this is a wonders. In the 12th century, the Welsh invented condoms using sheepskin. In the 14th century, the British improved this condom by removing the skin from the sheep first. Double standards in almost everything. Yes. My friend posted a picture of her toddler sleeping and everyone thought it was precious and adorable. I do the exact same thing, and I'm creepy and trespassing. I didn't even go into his room. I took the picture from outside his window. It feels the best. Initially just a warm mouth feels nice. Once you experience blowjob specialists, you need that every time. Never got a blowjob, have you? The mouth feels cold, not warm, on your cock. Get it from an alive person. What if like it was the reverse, man? My horny ass could not be invited to Thanksgiving dinner. Strip club DJs, what do you have to tell us? Not a DJ, but here's my best DJ strip club story. When we were 17 we used to go to the one strip club in SF that didn't card at the door. One night we were sitting there when a group of cops walked in. We immediately thought it was a raid and we were going to get arrested. Nope. They were followed by 2 EMTs who went straight to the back room. 5 minutes later they came out with a man on a stretcher who definitely looked dead. Head lolled to the side, oxygen mask on, clearly just had a heart attack or something. Everyone in the club is completely silent, music is off, no dances on stage as we watch this man get wheeled out who just died in the worst way possible. We are sitting there looking at our feet when the DJ comes onto the mic, says that's right, the lap dances are that good and drops the music. You can choose a superpower, but the first person to reply can choose a side effect. I'm black. It's the 1700s. Nothing like a cup of joe in the morning. Hey Tom. Tom, it's me. It's your old pal, Joe. Put me inside you, Tom. Sips aggressively. I like it when you swallow. I'm so hot for you, Tom. What's the best comeback to I slept with your mother? My mom is a pile of ashes, but still the wettest pussy you have ever gotten. British actors doing American accents. American actors doing British accents. You know Americans do a good job when they even get the teeth right. Combine 2007 taco pancakes raw speak with 2016 small bean papa speak to achieve true nirvana. Henl zero sweet soft small bean baby exclamation point 1 exclamation point 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 1 exclamation point exclamation point. Raw RXDO knows did I scare you? Imvui sawi. My heart just stopped, and when it started again I cursed directly at God for allowing me to survive this. When you ask God for a necklace and he give you necklace, the worst she can say is no. Me going to confess my love for her, the girl I like. If she says no, go for her sister or cousin. Okay, did it, and my sister agreed. How to touch a woman's boobs. So the line I came up with is I don't mean to be rude, and I certainly don't want to be creepy, but I gesture by bringing my hands up and cupping them around the breast area are amazing. Then after she blushes and says thanks, follow up with I don't mean to be out of line, but would it be okay if I could have a feel? So what do you think? What do I need to tweak to make it work? The man who couldn't cook. Hooters waitress taken into custody for allegedly dipping hot wings in her vagina on and off her period to rude customers. Wouldn't that hurt? Because of the KN? Pain is temporary. Revenge is eternal. Revenge is a dish best served in vagina juice. Which branch was this again? A penis cannot exceed 12 inches long. Because if it did, it would be a foot. My penis is only 6 inches, but it smells like a foot. You need to be exterminated. The double jump is strangely common in video games considering it has no basis in reality whatsoever. You all can't double jump? Some of us haven't unlocked that feature yet. Which is weird, I thought it was supposed to unlock after 10 kills. I'm past 20, and I still can't. Why were you bullied? Having big boobs in middle school. Same. But my mum always said I was a beautiful boy. What movie would be insanely weird if it included a sex scene? Toy Story. You got a friend in me. This influencer wrote a sequel to the Bible. The Bible Part 2, Dinosaurs Strike Back. This post made me realize that all my exes have been terrible at dirty talk. Yeah, you like that. You dirty little no cream pie lactose intolerant fuck. God damn it, now I'm rock hard at a funeral, you bastard. You mean you weren't before? Also, this here is rapper Grand P with his girlfriend Eudoxie. They are still trying for a baby. Bruh ain't ever gonna reach it. Need to see what happened. He died. There was a news article about it. What really linked to the article? No. I made it the fuck up. Games. How much will it cost to unlock the rest of this tweet? I know Amazon drivers be like, damn this house again. I work on an ambulance, the thought is the same. A single sperm has 37.5 megabytes of DNA information in it. That means an average ejaculation represents a data transfer of 1500 terabytes. That's a lot of information to swallow. Y'all, I just saw a furry in real life, I'm not even joking, oh my god. As a nation, am I allowed to cook it? Movie rule, if the character wears this shirt, he is both trustworthy and sexy. This is the guy who steals your girl's heart when she goes back to visit her small town while you focus on closing a $1 billion deal at work. On Christmas. Just before your wedding. Right after your dad died. These for me. YouTube in 2023. Girl watched too many TikToks, her brain probably can't handle a video longer than 6 seconds. It's a win-win situation. Would you spin this wheel if landing on red means you get shot in the head? $500,000, $1 million, $5 million, $50 million, $100 million, $1 billion, $10 billion. If I close my eyes before the wheel stops spinning, either I get a pleasant surprise or I'll never know I lost. Pleasant surprise or money? The expected utility of this gamble is overwhelmingly positive. Given the immediate cessation of all personal negative utility upon landing on red, versus the significant increase in utility for oneself or others through a massive influx of capital, the net positive outcome is statistically certain. It is the only rational choice. What's the weirdest thing you've done that you could only tell people anonymously? All throughout middle school, there was someone who tucked unwrapped Hostess devil dogs into the toilet paper dispensers in the bathrooms, so that when you pulled some toilet paper out, the devil dog would fall out into your hand. We had to have an assembly about it. That person was me. Straight detected. No, I am not straight, I am bi, and he is pan, we are both trans. Okay, you are good, but you are on thin fucking ice. What is the difference between regular ice and fucking ice? The fucked one has come in it. You are now your username. What are you? Nothing has changed, but I get a cool title now. Same. Make her pussy wet, not her eyes. Make his dick hard, not his life. Break her bed, not her heart. Play with her boobs, not her feelings. Get on his dick, not his nerves. Always salt your pasta while boiling it. Men see women's buttholes way more than women see men's buttholes. Me, at a certain point in a relationship, you get to a point where you've seen your partner's butthole more than they have themselves, and I think there's something beautiful in that. Priest, the bride has also chosen to write her own vows. Fat studies academic Dr. Kat Porce's work ridiculed online days before her death. Not all fat people die early, skinny ones die too. Yeah, but I'll fit in my coffin. Slap him for 88 million. No. I would eat that thing raw for a Snickers bar. Yours is perfect, babe, the tight ones hurt. Stick both hands in and clap. Being sad about my friend's death. Turning him into a meme, so his memory can live in forever. I mean, he will die 2 times now, since he is a meme template. Europeans making fun of them. Americans. Tell them they can drone strike a poor country farmer, always cheers them up. What's the best thing to say if your parents walk in on you jerking off? Oh, that's crazy, I was just thinking about you too. Not my proudest nut. Looks like my mother-in-law. It is so fucked up that this is part of being a woman. I can only apologize for my thirsty and disgusting brothers. The fact that women still romantically seek out men is proof that sexuality is not a choice. Imagine if your teeth were flaccid and got hard when you were hungry. Sure, make brushing them more pleasurable. Would you kindly shut the fuck up? And I thought me calling something a cummy ache was bad. The best way to use a portal gun. Second best. What's the best? Little lower. I have cancer and have 3 months to live, please, free stuff. Bad investment. Why Gogo and Honey Lemon from Big Hero 6 are girlfriends, or thread? No, they actually love sucking fat cock. My uncle works at Disney, he told me. You're blocked. You can't follow or see at Lebshianism's tweets. Learn more. Breaking: NASA is monitoring an asteroid that could collide with Earth on Valentine's Day in 2046. A 1 in 400 chance. The first Valentine's Day where everyone gets smashed. Jake Gyllenhaal didn't bottom in the mountains with no lube and a bussy full of beans, just for y'all to act like he's some brand new actor. None of those words are in the Bible. Jacob. Jacob is cute, but I want to know what happened. There's nothing wrong with him, I'm just curious. Is it hereditary? Did it develop over time? What is it called? It's a genetic condition. Goblinitis. Mediocre music career. Sex offender. YouTuber when they hit 10 million. Why not both? I won't play this game. I bought the game to give it 1 star. One of the devs FD my wife. Have my money. You took everything else. Cow isn't food, cow is pet. Silly Indian cow is food. Dog is food. No, dog isn't food, dog is pet. When people eat cow no one bats an eye. But when I eat people, then suddenly it's a problem SMH. I would rather shit in my hands and clap. Hey, sounds like we've got a common interest, wanna chat? It doesn't matter if the glass is half empty or half full. Be grateful that you have a glass and there is something in it. What if the liquid in my glass is poison? Should I still be grateful that I have something in it then? Yes, because you can serve it to the person who made this thing. Since my mom died, I'm not the same anymore. I'm sorry for your mom. Let's go, thanks guys for the likes. Hulk really does spend all day at the beach. Hulk Hogan actually spends his time at the cemetery because he has been dead since July 24th, 2025. I tried it with my cat, but it doesn't work. The Irish during the potato famine or something, I don't know. Not even Superman himself could pull my tongue out of Lois Lane. Hope your family sees this comment. What would your mom say? Why do you do that to your hair? To make it look longer and straighter. How did you burn your penis? I mean, Perot's flamethrower does have a hole after all. How they make frozen milk. Kim. We got a new secret mission. But you have to wear this. What? Ah, that's why. I'm sure he broke up with me because I'm ugly. Oh no, don't say that. You're beautiful. It's because you fucked his best friend. Wait a second, if dog is man's best friend. Was? That's not my foot. Rips it. I didn't lose big spoon privileges, but I did lose wee holding privileges while he uses the bathroom after I took hold and started whipping it around going pew 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 bam bam miking. I only wanted to master your weapon. Japan. Taste the TV. Japan invents lickable screen to imitate food flavors. This is just shitty WandaVision. Just what this pandemic needed. Porn is about to get a lot more interesting. But then you run the risk of keeping your tongue on too long and tasting balls. What's the most creative insult you've heard in a Call of Duty lobby? Not even Noah's Ark can carry you animals. Grand Theft Auto traffic light have more use than you. My entire family's names and ages and address. If everyone aimed like you, maybe John F. Kennedy will still be alive. One guy told me to unplug my dance mat and start using my controller. Ahaha. You swim with a shirt on. How you dodged a coat hanger for 9 months baffles me. He's camping harder than Anne Frank. You literally sound like type of person to climb over a glass wall to see what's on the other side. My car kinda looks like Adolf Hitler. Fast and the Furrow. Plan A. Plan B. Plan C. What a waste of a healthy pair of kidneys. Too much pain. Causes too much pain and agony. Do not know why it is so popular nowadays. I'm just going to use toilet paper. Yesterday I had my ring finger amputated. I need a new nickname. Go. You cold just got a divorce instead. I wish I look like ScarJo so I can jerk off to my reflection. A 25 tug of war team with world's strongest men couldn't pull me out of Scarlett Johansson. Fun Australian fact, this kangaroo is waiting for pursuers to come into the water with him, where he will try to drown them. They are extremely good at it. Never ever go into water with a kangaroo. Everything has lots of innovative ways to kill you here. How Australian can you get? This bloke was 6 feet tall. LGDS. When you're trying to jack off, but your dog won't leave. Why do you need to jack off when you have a dog? Something non-human doesn't become human by getting older and bigger. Whatever is human from the beginning. I'm guilty of cannibalism. Cute conservative baby names. Holocaust denial. Racial slurs. Racism. Olives Matter. Make America Great Again. Blue Lives Matter. Every man has probably produced thousands of sperm cells that would have grown up to change history. So you're saying my tube sock cold cured cancer? Give it to a cancer patient and see. I wasn't going to tell this story, but here I am. As a kid I would eat a whole bag of Doritos without swallowing, and then I'd spit out the pulverized chip dust and saliva mixture and roll it into a ball with my hands, and then let it harden a bit in my desk at school between first and second break, and then eat it again during lunch, when the outside was a bit crunchy again, but the inside was still moist and the consistency of a chocolate truffle. I upvoted the post, but you have been downvoted in God's eyes. Possession of a machine gun. Possession of a firearm silencer, and possession of a controlled substance with intent to distribute. Wanted. I can fix her. My ex-boyfriend is now gay and my ex-girlfriend is now straight. They should hire you at conversion camps. BioShock Infinite was one of the most hyped games of its time, but its only lasting legacy was that the porn of its main character was responsible for several breakthroughs in third animation. What? All of the Overwatch porn you see is based of tech that was specifically developed to make NSFW stuff for this very specific character. Blender animation went through so many innovations because people wanted third smut of her. It's comparable to when film developed color. I knew a guy. He found out his sister gave me a hand job. Not sure how. Maybe she told them. Weird family. He confronted me on it, and I thought he was going to try to fight me. Nope. He instead showed me to his treehouse, which was filled with condoms, and proceeded to masturbate in front of me. I have no idea why. I can't even remember what I did. I think I was stuck not knowing how to react, and then I just left as he continued. This is so unfair, shaking my head. Mom, when the dog poops on the carpet. Mom, when I poop on the carpet. Next time try to poop on your mom. This new Netflix Hitler show looks dope. Fresh Prince of Munich. Length doesn't matter. The WIDTH does. Dick so fat it comes with a girth certificate. Blurst Spider-Man. It's all fun and games until you feel something entering your butthole when you're seated. Sex toys. Do they actually? Anything's a sex toy if you want it to be. How the hell would one use a piano or a motorbike as a sex toy? Very carefully. Hey Reddit, what ruined Thanksgiving this year? Explosive diarrhea and thin walls. Not my proudest moment, and everyone was really quiet after that. It is what it is, man. We all shit. I'm shitting right now. Me too. +1 for shit squad here. Men of Reddit, what do women do that they think is okay but is really creepy? Mother-in-law sitting on my lap bouncing up and down, does that count? Sweet Home Alabama. Is it just me? Number of people saying Kobe. After making a trick shot. I threw my helicopter at a team in Warzone and yelled Kobe as it blew up and killed all 4 of them. Agent Junto Amo Perida. Never seen such dedication for a visa. Picture of me 5 minutes after lost my virginity. True story. Your uncle is a good photographer. Angry woman cuts off man's penis for not making eye contact during sex. Go easy on her. Why is 69 afraid of 70? Because they once had a fight in 71. Sorry guys. 70 is a rumored cannibal, but no can prove who's 78. 78 my ass. How many police officers does it take to change a light bulb? None. They'll just beat the room for being black. I once got arrested for killing a black man. They charged me with impersonating a police officer. 14F super horny. RN anyone wanna chat? 14F. Yay 14 feet underground. A tick that makes you allergic to meat is spreading. A single bite can reprogram your immune system. Goo.gl/E16GXX. The vegans have launched their first attack. Karen threatens to kill dog over Wi-Fi password. She touches that dog and I will make her veins my new shoelaces. If you die in a car crash and the radio is still playing, that's basically your life's outro song. I had a friend once who worked fatality accidents for the coroner. One of his hobbies was writing down whatever song was playing on their cassette deck when they died. He made mixtapes of the songs and called it Dead Man's Music. That's kinda fucked, but not gonna lie, I would buy a copy. Andromeda be looking spicy though. That's more of a mother I'd like to fuck. Dommy mommy galaxy though. But she said she was over 18 light years across. You must have met my mom. I feel like your finger posted this independently as a cry for help. What's something you didn't believe was possible until it happened to you? Finding graphic pictures of my partner cheating on me. Link. Hi, does anyone have an urn I could borrow please for the weekend? Desperately need it, and mine's broken on me. A hot water urn by the way, not an ashes urn. Wish you had said earlier, I've just tipped mine and into the back garden. I would like to thank you for this great video as my brother had been disabled for 20 years and he suddenly walked after watching it to disconnect the Wi-Fi and damage the router. To come in a blender, she wanted a cum smoothie. It doesn't sound bad at all. I would do that for her, but she would need to return the favor, letting me use her juices for a tea or something. I'm a fucking degenerate, aren't I? Yes. Yes you are. What are these things called? I kinda want one as a desk toy. They're called women, but they're not for sale I think. This should be illegal. Making the jump button anything but the top button should be illegal. This is the most disgusting tweet I've ever seen. The orange juice after toothpaste of tweets. In Avatar, The Way of Water, 2022, multiple characters state that the way of water has no beginning and no end. This is true, seeing as the movie has no fucking plot, character development, or clear beginning and end to the story. I want to fuck the blue people. There, I said it. Don't feel bad, that's pretty much the entire plot of the first movie. I found my ex-girlfriend's body in the morgue I work at. It was very awkward. Still giving you the silent treatment? The cold shoulder. Did she ghost you? Your ass can produce all states of matter. To the best of my memory, my ass has yet to produce plasma. If you have a lower GI bleed, you can crap blood, and technically, a component of blood is called plasma. Yay, I just combined vertical and horizontal stripes. I honestly thought those were your legs. Seems to me like it relieved some stis. I've never told anyone this. When I was a child I accidentally poked a hole in a Stretch Armstrong that I got for my birthday. I hid him under my bed so I wouldn't get in trouble. Weeks later I found him and for some reason licked the stuff that had crusted from his wound and found it to be extremely sweet and delicious. Over that summer I would retrieve Stretch from his isolated chamber and secretly consume his syrupy life fluid. By the time 3rd grade started I had bled Stretch Armstrong dry and some vampiric sugar addiction. He was deflated and nothing more than a rubber corpse of the hero we once had. What's the worst thing to say to the person next to you at a urinal? Sword fight. That's for jump rope exercising. But plug tug of war. The family barbecue is gonna be fun. Cockskin. Apparently, due to Chinese censorship, bloods in anime will be recolored into white to make it not look too graphic. Girls in puberty vs boys in puberty. Nice cock bro, but mine's better. Prove it. Unzip. Squints. Puts your glasses on your face. I need thicker lenses bro, I still can't see. You lost me at the last part man biting, what the fuck? Or shame really. I enjoy cannibalism. Same. Doctors have read it. What's the worst thing you can do to your body? Nothing. Being stagnant with your body will literally kill you. Move around. Go walk. Bend your knees. Stretch. Do Aladdin. I read as I laid on the couch for what I thought was 10 minutes, but it's really been 4 hours. Female teachers now. Female teachers, when I went to school. I only hooked up with one teacher, didn't have many options though, since I was homeschooled. My girlfriend said this is small, how should I punish her? Put it in her ear hole. I wish I could walk into a room and say he has risen and everyone within 20 feet of me got an erection. Would make Easter very awkward. You'll for real be sleeping naked. What if a demon put his finger in your asshole? MMMMFFFFGH. At some point in your life somebody has masturbated to the thought of you. I don't believe so. But alright. I got you homie. My next one goes out to you. Cursed Candance. They had sex the moment when they arrived on college campus, didn't they? They tried, but Candance kept interrupting them, so she can snitch them to her mom. I feel like a 69 with Phineas would be lethal. What is something you can say during sex and on the golf course? Can't believe this cost me like $70. My boyfriend ran off with my mum, 44, when I was in hospital having our baby. I'm an atheist, but even I had to visit a priest after some of these posts. My 5-year-old is obese. I have to lock her out of the kitchen. Move the kitchen upstairs. Cleaning my kid's room, should socks look like this? Reddit, why are my kids' socks hard? AWW, she holding her grandkids. Can I eat it? If you want to experience it to the fullest, then I'd suggest to put inside your anus. Where can I get one? Inside my anus. Teenage galaxies are extremely hot. Finds James Webb Space Telescope. Yes officer, this space observatory right here. Mattel introduces its first Barbie doll with Down syndrome, latest news. Special edition. Hi boss. Yes. I'm pregnant. So, I would need a few days leave now to discuss this with my boyfriend. Please approve my leave. Please first discuss this with my wife. She read your first couple of messages. And why can't you type all this in one message? Win-win. Either the boss approves leave or the boss is too busy getting divorced to care about leave. Strategic masterclass. What are some alternative uses for the penis that don't involve sex or the expelling of urine? Doorbell or elevator button presser. When life gives you melons, you may have dyslexia. I have dyslexia. With big melons, I don't see why not. With big melons come great responsibility. These are called witches' stairs. Allegedly, witches can't climb up them. You will occasionally find them in old New England homes. Yes, I imagine they are quite good at killing old women. Plastic surgery gone wrong. Nope, just born ugly. I live in Ireland, so it shows a painful lack of awareness when a tourist orders an Irish car bomb. Seemingly without even a tiny bit of questioning of why it may cause trouble in certain parts. Heard a story of a couple of Americans ordering that at a little pub. Barkeeper raised an eyebrow, said he can't do that, but he'd make them a special drink. He put down 2 tall skinny shot glasses, filled them with Bacardi 151, and lit them on fire. Said we call that the Twin Towers. A retired priest became a porn star at 85. A retired 85-year-old priest in North Carolina decided to spend his retirement doing porn. Hold up. Guess he now does something whole. Why? Whoever made this song "I'm Going to Find Them" and "Skin Alive" was literally thinking of this word for word. Influencers are tattooing their pets now. That's not mildly that's put these MF in jail. Infuriating. Why? What's wrong? It completely ruins the taste. What's your favorite porn? Just wondering. The one with your mom in it. My mom died when I was 3. Please share the link. Would love to see her. It was picked up by the most unlikely creature imaginable. A redditor. Black fight back, brown lie down. White good night. Source: American Police Training Handbook. Your Honor, I only covered my D in peanut butter. It is the blind man's fault for mistaking it for a popsicle. Your Honor, I only covered my ass in honey. It's the homeless man's fault for mistaking it for a microwaved honey bun. Guess what? If my mother aborted me, I wouldn't have known, nor cared. Amazing, isn't it? If you get murdered in your sleep, you wouldn't know or care either, right? I fail to see how that justifies anything. Are you attempting to justify murder? Your eyes have their own immune system that works separately from your body's immune system. If your body's immune system found out, it would attack your eyes. I read this here, and at my last eye appointment I asked if it was true. The eye doctor said yeah, it's kinda weird, and I was like kinda? Damn. Now my body's immune system is aware of this. Goodbye sight. On the other hand, all ear anus injuries heal quickly without any attention from you, even though the area is full of bacteria. The immune system down there is pretty amazing. Now imagine anus transplant to make new eyelids as a hardened immune barrier for your eyes. Winking would change its meaning, probably. What? Headset on. Knuckles cracked. Ween jerked. Yep. It's gamer time. Damn bro, I finally did it. I got a girlfriend. Okay C's, you can go away now. I got the picture. Ladies of Reddit, what's the weirdest thing a guy has done during sex? He told me that he was really into chicks being forcefully transformed into animals or creatures against their will, showed me a few clips of science fiction movies where this happens, and asked me to act it out. I politely declined and left. This was on a first date. Edward. Does anyone actually use the fucking dick hole in men's underwear? I wear my underwear backwards for easy access. My cousins have a life. I thought they were extras. Like they are only there for the holiday special. Death is never the end. Your existence truly ends the moment everyone forgets about you. This is why you commit war crimes. How to knock someone out. Thank you, my grandma never stood a chance. You get pushed into 2030 for 10 minutes and you get one Google search. What you looking for? Winning lotto numbers from the last 7 years. Brazilian fart fetish porn. Should I pay for my mom to get an abortion when she lied to me about being on the pill? I don't want no siblings competing with me for mom's affection. Why pay when you can use a coat hanger for free? That's not funny, because it's how my sister died, and now why my daughter is missing an eye. Get a sturdier coat hanger. You know how dogs have human eyes. Well, you have human eyes too, but like the ones dogs have. You wake up in the year 3020 after being cryogenically preserved. What is the first thing you do? Boot up a porn simulation and let rip 1000 years of built up sperm. That jizz will fly so hard it will pressure wash the logo off the NASA shuttle. Clone fish are all born male and some turn female over time. There is a hierarchy in which the leading female and leading male reproduce. If the female dies, the male becomes female and another male takes their place. So basically Finding Nemo is about a father trying to find his son so he can have sex with him. Rated for a T-Rex. In the 2015 film Jurassic World, Chris Pratt's character carries this stainless mole in 1895. It is the only version on their website, rated for a T-Rex. Bear, deer, hog, moose, T-Rex. Works too. I shot a T-Rex 2 days ago. Dropped like a sack of potatoes. Still don't know why it was carrying a bucket of candy though. If I was a girl, I would get pregnant as many times as possible, then have abortions after the 3rd month of being pregnant, so I would deliver a potato-sized 1/3 developed dead fetus, then I would take the fetus, put it in a jar of preservative liquid, and put it on a shelf in a secret room in my house, and I would do it until I had so many the room's walls were nothing but potato-sized aborted fetuses. Then I would have a kid, and when they're bad I would make them sit in the fetus room and remind them of how easy I could have aborted their ass. When the quiet kid and the weird girl have common interests, I guess force choke is useful in the bedroom. Void. Deep into the void flavor, my favorite. Yes. It tastes like pussy. What are you supposed to do when sex is done? Finish the autopsy and try to convince yourself you aren't a bad veterinarian. Whatever happens to Emmas? Where did they go? If your social group is defined by a suicidal nature, don't expect it to last a long time. I don't normally whoop my kids, but do I care about this one? Don't normally. Just on special occasions. Birthday beatings. Fuck you in particular, God hates you. Just play a hair cutting sound effect on your phone. Nick showing off his trombone skills at our recital. Did brother make all region? I'd give him a rating of 47 out of 46. But we are siblings. Isn't that weird? They're still my number one sibcest couple to this day, laughing out loud to bad their relationship is way too rushed in the anime. Same, I like these two. My goldfish ate my other goldfish when I was 6, and it was horrific. Oh my god. That's so relatable. I had a twin that I digested in the womb. Mine dried dude like a succubus, Archer. That motherfucker came and went. So you know how Elastigirl could use her powers and stretch her clit into a cock. Sonic is so fast that she humps the air, and that thrusting motion creates so much momentum that her clit and fat pussy lips stretch into a lady hedgecock. My car keys when I call an Uber after drinking 12 beers. Alcoholics don't run in my family, they drive. Sleep while she stares at you for $2 million, or marry your third at. I'm ready to invite her to my bed. Smash. Next question. Dick. I'm shredding on my guitar with my dick. Fighter's skull gets crushed. Elbow crushes fighter's skull. Left a dent. How does one fix that? What is this gesture / pose called? I wanna look up some references, and that's easier if I know the specific name for it. Question / discussion. I believe it's called touching tips. NOOOO. I won't die happy until this man is pregnant.